It would be Aether Maid that would ultimately claim the grand prize on July 1 at the grand finals at the PML of Asia Music Hall. After a dominant 3-0 sweep over Digital Devils broke game in the country, the team not only took home more than 1.6 million pesos, but also the title of the first ever MPL national champion. Defined teams, the exclusive grand final was the mark of something new, a new esports business. The second season of the MPL started with the news that Digital Devils, the current kings of mobile esports, had acquired Aether Maid's roster. MPL, this newly branded super top player, would then go on to become the champions of Mobile Legends Southeast Asia Cup. The MSC in 2018 also made a showing in the tournament. Popular celebrity figure, the television Johnny, acquired the Digital Devils Joe Gaming roster and a pro scene Filipino Dota 2 powerhouse Execration took under their banner OBS Gaming's roster. Aether Maid that would even Aether with their players so July 1 at the grand finals attempted to rebuild their roster. Asia Music Hall after a dominant 3-0 sweep over Digital Devils. The second season of the MPL would find Signal Ultra dethroning Grand Passport, but also creating the first true rivalry of the league. MPL national champions. The exclusive grand finals was the mark of something new, a new esports scene. As Season 3 of the MPL launches with a fresh new theme for the summer, the professional players in the league would hit things up in their organizations. Execration's Jeff Cutie Forever landed his longtime teammate and goes on to join Archangel of Mobile Legends. As for the actual grand finals, Ren Esports, battered but somehow alive from the lower brackets, would meet Archangel in the grand finals.
So para sa mga sumusuporta sa Archangel dyan, mag-ingay!
Filipino Dota 2
At para naman sa sumusuporta sa Brent, mag-ingay!
OBS Gaming's roster.
Will this be the final divide? Oh my, G-Ribo ang natira dito kumakagat. There we go! Si Kapitan ang natira.
A new champion arose. Archangel are the new MPL champion. MPL would find Signal Ultra dethroning Brand Esports, creating the race of the high flyers were rather short-lived as the MPL PH Season 4 saw fiercer competition. As Season 3 of the MPL launches with the fresh news from the first qualifier, the professional players in the display hit things up. They replace the playoff spots, usually filled by the champion ever Signal Ultra and Archangel to join Archangel. As for the actual grand finals, the East fans battered but somehow alive from the lower brackets with the core Angel almost had walls.
So para sa mga sumusuporta sa Archangel dyan, mag-ingay!
Honor PH was one game away from hoisting the MPL PH trophy, if not for the iconic arrival play from Sunsparks that snatched the thrilling grand finals of their new champion event. Archangel are the new MPL champions.
Walang videos! Walang videos! Walang videos! Walang videos!
But the reign of the iconics were rather short-lived as the MPL PH season saw fierce Geek and Onyx PH, although both of them were still bestowed with the honor of representing the Philippines in the first ever M1 World Championship, their rival by the champions only bound and Archangel. After 4 exciting seasons of the MPL, the league has still yet to have its first 2-time winner. Those who used to be on top are now gone, and with the chaotic roster shuffle that transpired in between seasons, those who were once friends are now foes. These are signs that the league, after 4 seasons, is still filled with close games, miraculous upsets, and life-changing plays. Now, with the 5th season of the MPL upon us, who knows who will rise from the rest this time and claim the crown? We're Regardless of what happens, one thing is certain, that the Mobile Legends scene in the Philippines is alive. And there's no better time than now to start watching it.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Representing the Philippines in the first ever M1 World
Welcome to
Championship.
Mobile Legends
They're
Bang
running
Bang Professional League Season 5. And yes, hindi ito rebroadcast.
After 4
We are live on a
exciting
Friday
seasons of the
evening,
MPL,
the very first para sa
the league has
MPL.
still yet to
And
have
if
its
you would like,
first
pwede rin kayong
two-time
manood
winner.
dito sa MPL
Those
Arena.
who used
Just
to be
don't
on
forget to
top
like
are
and
now
follow the
gone.
official page
And
of
with
Mobile
the
Legends
chaotic roster
Bang Bang.
shuffle that transpired in between seasons, those
And
who were
before
once
we introduce
friends
you to the
are
teams,
now
we would
foes.
like to thank our
These are
sponsor.
signs
This event
that
is
the league,
presented by
after 4
Smart and our
seasons,
official
is still
sponsor,
filled with
Realme
close
Smart
games,
Phones.
miraculous
Our official gaming
upsets,
headset partner,
and
Logitech, and this
life-changing
event
plays.
is organized by Moonton. And if you would like
Now,
to watch
with
the
the
MPL
fifth
Season
season
5
of the
smoothly
MPL
here on
upon
Facebook
us,
Gaming,
who knows?
together with
We
your
will
favorite
rise from the
streamers
rest
and
this
enjoy
time
1
and
gig
claim the
gigabyte
crown.
games all day, just dial star 123
Regardless
hash
of what happens,
now and choose Giga
one
Games
thing is
99.
certain, that
Siyempre,
the Mobile
ngayon,
Legends
wag na
scene
nating
in the
patagalin mga
Philippines
kaibigan.
is alive. And there's no
Pakilala
better
na natin
time
kagad
than
ang
now
mga maglalaban
to start
for
watching.
today, this Friday
Welcome to
evening.
Mobile
Ito
Legends.
yung team, medyo nagkaroon sila ng rough start during their first match
Welcome to
against
Mobile
Blacklist
Legends Bang Bang
International.
Professional
During the
League
first
Season
week, but
5.
I'm totally
And yes,
excited
hindi ito
kung ano yung mga
rebroadcast.
naging
We are live
adjustment
on a
nila.
Friday
Let's go
evening,
ahead
the very
and
first para
introduce
sa
you
MPL.
STI! Pwede rin kayong manood dito sa MPL Arena. Just don't forget to like
Starting
and follow
with
the official
Yuji,
page of Mobile Legends
Lambot,
Docmet,
Lord,
and before we introduce you to the
Nixu,
teams, we would like to thank
Captain
our sponsor.
Kuripsu,
This event is
and their
presented
coach,
by Smart, and
Amiya.
our official sponsor, Realme Smartphones. Our official gaming headset partner, Logitech, and this event is organized by Moonton. And if you would like to watch the MPL Season 5 smoothly here on Facebook Gaming, together with your favorite
and
streamers,
for
and
our
enjoy
second
1
team na makakalaban
gigabyte
ngayon ng
games all
STI,
day, just
this
dial
team had a
star
heated battle
123
against
hash
SGD,
now
one of the
and
Titans
choose
here
Giga
on
Games
MPL Season
99.
5. Siyempre,
But for
ngayon,
sure, di
wag
ko
na
na
natin
natin patagalin, mga kaibigan.
Siyempre, in a 2-1 in favor of SGD.
Pakilala na natin
Ngayon,
kagad ang
malalaman
mga
natin
maglalaban
kung paano
for
ba sila ngayon
today, this
mag-a-adjust
Friday
coming
evening.
on the second
Ito
week of
yung
the
team,
MPL.
medyo nagkaroon
Let's
sila ng rough
introduce
start
now
during their first
Team
match
BSB.
against Blacklist International. During the first week, but I'm totally excited kung ano yung mga naging
Starting with
adjustment nila.
Jeraxnu.
Let's go ahead and introduce
Shider
you.
STI, Wilson, Trevor,
Starting with
Captain
Eugene, Cap 1.
Lambot,
And as well, S-Man,
Docmet,
together with their coach,
Lord,
Aaron, Nixu, Captain Kuripsu,
and their coach, Amiya.
Ngayon naman mga kaibigan, alamin natin kung paano nag-prep ngayon ng STI. Captain Kuripsu, and
Di
for
tayo.
our
Medyo
second
hindi
team na
naging
makakalaban
maganda
ngayon
yung
ng
start
STI
natin
on the very
This
first
team
week.
had
Pero
a
syempre,
heated battle
bigyan mo naman
against
kami ng thoughts.
SGD,
What happened
one of the
during that
Titans
game
here on
nyo
MPL
with Blacklist?
Season
And ano ba yung naging
But for
preparation
sure, they
nyo
put up a
coming
good fight,
this second
resulting
week?
syempre in a 2-1 in
Yung
favor of
laban namin ng
SGD.
Blacklist,
Ngayon,
nag-miss
malalaman
na lang
natin
kami.
kung
Kasi nga,
paano
due
ba
to
sila
lack of
ngayon
practice.
mag-a-adjust coming
Tas
on the
ngayon pa
second
rin yun,
week
kulang
of
pa
the
rin kami sa
MPL.
practice ngayon.
Let's introduce now Team
So medyo kinulang pa rin sa
PSB.
practice pero syempre malay mo bluff lang ni Captain Kripso yon. Pero pakinggan natin ngayon dito si Kapwan.
Starting
Ito
with
medyo mainit.
Jeraxnu.
Maaga to. To be honest ha.
Shider
Wala pa kami
Cutie.
dito. Nandito na si Kapwan.
Wilson.
Pero gusto ko lang malaman.
Trevor.
Medyo nakalaban nyo
And
agad
their
isa sa mga
Captain
mabibigat
Cap
na team
1.
dito.
And as
Dito
well,
sa MPL
S-Man,
Season 5.
together
Pero
with
you
their
did
coach,
put up a good fight.
Aaron.
Ngayon, ang tanong ko lang, ang sabi kasi sa panel, ang BSB daw medyo on a momentum basis. Paano kayo nagka-comeback or ano yung mga natutunan nyo on your very first match dito sa MPL Season 5?
Yung pressure, inadapt muna namin.
Ngayon
sa
naman
sarili
mga
namin.
kaibigan, alamin natin kung paano nag-prep
Ngayon,
ngayon ng STI.
Parang
Captain
100%
Kripsu,
na kami maglalaro.
di
Yung
tayo.
nakaraan kasi
Medyo
may
hindi
kababa,
naging maganda
syempre,
yung start natin on the very first week. Pero syempre, bigyan mo naman kami ng
first time
thoughts.
namin
What
sa
happened during that
Marita sa
game
sa
nyo
stage.
with Blacklist? And ano ba yung naging preparation
Baga
nyo
parang
coming
carburetor
this
yan
second
no?
week?
Yung diesel pinapainit pa.
Yung
So
laban namin
ngayon,
ng Blacklist,
100%
nag-miss na lang
mainit
Kasi
na
nga,
mainit
due to
na
lack of
ngayon ang
practice.
BSB.
Tas
Pero
ngayon pa rin
syempre,
yun,
to
kulang
make
pa
it
rin sa
official, a
practice.
handshake in between the two teams mga
So,
kaibigan.
medyo kinulang pa rin sa practice pero syempre malay mo, bluff lang ni
And
Captain Dream. So good luck, pero pakinggan natin
Pero,
ngayon dito si
syempre,
Kapon. Ito
para
medyo
mapakinggan
mainit.
natin
Maaga
kung
to.
ano yung mga
To be honest,
detalye at
wala
mga
pa kami
mangyayari
dito,
pa
nandito
dito.
na si
I
Kapon,
will be
BSP.
throwing you to our
Pero
guest
gusto ko lang
panel,
malaman,
Yaku,
medyo
Midnight
nakalaban
and
yung agad
our
isa sa
host,
mga mabibigat na team dito.
Wolf. Take it away.
Dito sa MPL Season 5. Pero you did
Thanks
put
so
up a
much,
good
Rob.
fight.
Nakita natin ng mga
Ngayon,
teams
ang
na
tanong
maglalaro
ko lang,
ngayon, and
ang
it's
sabi
gonna
kasi
be
sa
a
panel,
very interesting
ang
week.
BSP daw
Number 2
medyo
versus
on a
NPL.
momentum
I'm your
basis.
panel host, Wolf.
Paano kayo
Sama ko si Yaku at si Midnight. But before that, let's
natutunan nyo on
actually
your
our
very
sponsors.
first
This
match
is
dito sa
MPL Season 5
5?
presented to us by Smart,
yung
our official
pressure,
sponsor,
inadapt muna
Really
namin sa sarili
Smartphones, our
namin.
official headset partner
Yeah.
Logitech, and it is
Ngayon,
organized by Moonton.
parang
You know what?
100%
Makikita natin ngayon
Nakaraan
ang
kasi
semi-comeback
syempre,
dito ng
rookie.
BSP as well as STI. Hindi naman ganun ka-perfect yung
First
kanilang
time namin
performance
sa
ng previous week.
makita sa
Pero
list
bago
na
natin kamustahin mga
stage.
teams, feeling ko kamustahin muna natin si Boss Yako. Boss Yako, kamusta? Parang okay ba tayo? Parang
Pinapainit pa. So
parang
ngayon,
tayo nakasubo.
100% mainit na mainit na ngayon ang BSP. Pero syempre,
Kamusta
to make
naman?
it official,
How
a
is the-
handshake in
napanood mo ba yung
between
first?
the two teams, mga kaibigan.
How does it feel to, you know,
Handshake.
difference kasi ngayon?
And good luck, both of the teams. Pero, syempre, para mapakinggan natin kung ano yung mga detalye at mga mangyayari pa dito, I will be throwing you to our guest panel, Yaku, Midnight, and our host. Mainit na ngayon. Pero syempre,
So,
official handshake in between
maglalaro ngayon,
teams,
it's
mga
gonna be a
kaibigan.
very interesting week.
Good luck. Pero, syempre, para mapakinggan natin kung ano yung mga detalye at mga mangyayari pa dito, I will be throwing you to our guest
Factor na sinasabi nga ni Yako. On how we makikita natin ngayon ang semi-comeback dito ng BSB as well as STI. Hindi naman ganun ka-perfect yung kanilang performance.
Of course, development comes with strategy.
Pero bago natin kamusta
and isama na rin natin doon yung mind setting ng mga players.
Boss Yako, kamusta?
Parang okay ba tayo? Talagang doon ka madedehate. I'll use the example of
Pogi tayo ngayon.
Pag-usapan natin ito kanina yung
record.
mindset kasi
Kamusta naman? How is the...
Huwag na wag
napanood
mong
mo ba yung
bibitawan
first game?
yung daliri sa
How
cellphone.
does
So
it
yung
feel
mindset
to,
lang na yun,
you know,
na disiplina,
ang difference kasi
na
ngayon,
hanggat hindi pa
nanonood
natatapos
ka
yung game,
ngayon
naglalaro
sa
pa kayo,
society.
sobrang importante na rin. Siyempre,
Napansin mo. At anong feel mo
ang
while
malaking bagay
watching
doon is kung
the
sino yung mga
MPL
tao
Season 5
nagde-develop
debut?
doon. Ngayon nakikita natin yung mga
Yung
teams
ano,
nag-a-afford
yung
na ng mga
player
coaches.
ngayon.
Kaya
Masyado
it shows to us na ang laking bagay ng
Tapos,
mechanical skill,
magkagandahan
pero mas
niya
malaking
yung
bagay yung
talagang
disiplina ng mga
disiplina.
players inside and
Sa
outside
amin
of the
kasi,
game.
You know,
ano, parang
na-mention mo about
nung una,
drafts, or about the
hindi pa
coaches.
ganun ka-active
And
yung
syempre,
practice,
kasama na doon sa
tapos
pag-coaches.
hanggang sa umabot na-
Paano sa pag-control
Oo,
mismo ng
naman,
mga
bago
strategies
tumatagal,
ng mga
nagsisipag
teams.
na.
I wanna ask Yako, ano ba yung mga
Tas
pwede natin
bigla,
expect
seryoso
ngayon
na
na
Kaya pag
quote-unquote
nakakanood ako,
meta?
nalaman
Kasi
yun.
parang last week
Naisip ko
napansin,
na parang laki na ng
personally
impact.
napansin ko yung flame shot.
Anong
There was
how
a
important
big
is that discipline
malaking rise in fame ng five-man mask, I think.
I think it's one of the
Ano ba
most
yung mga
important
napapansin
factor.
mo
Kasi sinasabi
habang
nga niya ako kanina dito na yung mga teams natin nagde-develop na eh. Of course, development comes with strategy and isama na rin natin doon yung mind setting ng mga players. Kasi kapag hindi mo kayang tapusin yung game, talagang doon ka madedehade. I'll use the example yung grand finals natin ng Season 4. Pinag-uusapan natin ito kanina, yung Onyx versus Sunsparks. May mindset kasi na kapag hindi pa tapos yung game, wag na wag mong bibitawan yung daliri mo sa cellphone. So yung mindset lang na yun, na disiplina, na hanggat hindi pa natatapos yung game, naglalaro pa kayo, sobrang importante na rin. And syempre, ang malaking bagay doon is kung sino yung mga tao nagde-develop doon. Ngayon nakikita natin yung mga teams nag-a-acquire na ng mga coaches. Kaya it shows to us na ang laking bagay ng mechanical skill, pero mas malaking bagay yung disiplina ng mga players inside and outside of the game.
you know, na-mention mo about drafts, about the coaches. And syempre, kasama na doon sa pag-coaches. Syempre, paano sa pag-control mismo ng mga strategies ng mga teams. I wanna ask Yako, ano ba yung mga pwede natin expect ngayon na quote-unquote meta? Kasi parang last week, napansin, personally, napansin ko is flame shot is there. There was a big malaking rise in fame ng five-man mask, I think. Ano ba yung mga napapansin mo habang nakapost ngayon yung ating group standings? Anyway, nakita nyo naman yung mga Raksen. Pero ikaw, Yako, ano ba sa tingin mo yung makapansin natin sa meta?
Feeling ko, yung flame shot pa rin yung mangingibabaw ngayon.
Oo.
Tapos, ako may magta-try na kukuha ng mga hero na may CC na madami.
Okay.
Kasi aside from flame shot, yung ano na lang talaga yung CC plays. Parang pitas-pitas.
Saan nang galing yung flame shot bigla? I mean, for sure, ikaw nakapaglaro ka in the off-season. Nakapanood tayo ng tournament before this, noong bandang January, early January, hindi naman ginagamit yung flame shot tapos parang nagkaroon ng changes. Saan nang galing yun? Ba't biglang lumabas yun?
Ano yun kasi, based on experience, lahat naman tinatry
tinatry lang ng mga player, tapos gumagana. Parang yung sa 5-man mas dati. Parang, sige, 5-man mas tayo. Katuwaan lang talaga. Tapos magugulat ko, lahat tayo
Pwede naman
nag-level.
diba? Pwede naman.
Tapos yung flame shot, siguro nag-start yun na, lima tayong flame shot, abang tayo sa mid.
Ngayon, yung mga flame shot, I'm sure midnight napapansin mo na ginamit to ng mga teams na nasa taas ngayon nating standings. Like, for example, yung Onyx PH, gamit na gamit with U-Level as well, and Blacklist International, now having 2 points apiece. Tapos, syempre, Bren Esports, HD Omega, 1 point. It's not the best, pero okay lang din. And then, BSB, Sunsparks, -1, -2 for Execution, Geek Fam, and STI. Kung nagtataka kayo, bakit mayroong negative? Dahil po yan sa ating scoring system. But yeah, Midnight, what was the secret of the top teams na nakikita natin ngayon? Particularly Blacklist, Onyx, and U-Level.
I think it's the utilization talaga ng mga bagong bagay sa ML. Like for example, ginamit mo kanina yung example on Onyx and U-Level. I think they're the two teams na talagang abusado sa bagong changes ng ating patch. U-Level, nakita natin yung game nila against, sino kilaban nila?
It was...
STI?
No, it wasn't. U-Level versus...
Geek Fam,
Geek
yeah.
Fam.
Yung Escanor versus Why Not affair. So yung game na yun, nakita natin, abusadong-abusado yung mga bagong ini-introduce na mechanics ng Mobile Legends. For example, yung Flame Shot. Yung Flame Shot kasi, one way to abuse that is yung early rotation. Nakakapatay ka kagad ng isang hero. It's either that or pinang-i-invade yun eh. Pinang-i-invade yung Flame Shot. So, ang daming bagay na naibibigay ng mga bagong mechanics. And these two teams, alam na nila kung paano ina-abuse yun in the early game.
Tingnan natin kung i-develop pa ng other teams yung Flame Shot. We will see more tricks today. But now we have to introduce our teams. First, of course, Nixu, UG, Cripzu, Dogman, Lembot, and Lard representing STI. Siguro bago sa mga nanonood ngayon kung ano yung team na to when it comes to MPL. But there are people here na matagal na rin nakikita sa MPL. Particularly, ito si UG at sila Nixu. Ano ang pwede nating ma-expect dito sa team na to? Ikaw, Yao, kilala mo itong mga players na to. Do you like this combination of players dito sa STI?
Malakas yung players individually. Tapos yung teamwork nila, ngayon, feeling ko parang pag nakakalaw sa Sergeant, parang nagtatry sila ng bago. So yun pa lang yung idea na yun, parang malaking bagay na talaga. Na hindi sila takot sumubok ng bago. Like si Cripzu, nagko-core. Yun.
Ikaw kasi, Yako, we know you as a player na naglaro sa isang team na matagal talaga kayong dinevelop. Etong STI, technically speaking, kakaunti pa lang yung XP nila together as a team. Ano yung kailangan nilang i-improve? Ano kailangan nilang i-build? Bukod sa fact na kailangan nila ng team coordination, tingin mo?
Parang ginagawa na nila already. Para kasi, di ba, nag-experiment nga sila, nagpapalit sila ng role. Para ma-feel nila yung situation ng bawat isa.
Okay.
Tapos, kapag ginagawa nila, mabubuo na talaga yung team nila.
So it will just take time, I guess. Yes. But hopefully, that will be fast kasi mahirap dahil mauubusan na sila ng mga weeks dito sa Season 5 before they are able to develop that. Now we're gonna hop on to their opponents. It is definitely one of the surprises of the open qualifiers and the closed qualifiers, BSB. Nandyan si Jiraxu, si Trevor, si Cap1, Wilson, Esman, and of course, eto si Shider Cutie. Eto si Yako, feeling... Pasensya na Midnight, tatanungin ko ulit si Yako dito kasi si Shider, nakikita ko lagi, live si Yako mag-stream. Tapos bakit si Shider yung naglalaro? Kamusta naman? How well do you know this guy?
Si Shider siguro isa sa mga pinakamasipag na player.
Wow. That's right. Yun lang.
Pero
mamaya interviewin kita kasi meron ako specific na tanong about Shider Cutie. But you, Midnight, what can you say about this team? I know you've studied this team a lot. What can you say?
Sinasabi ng mga tao na momentum-based ang BSB. I don't think that's true. It doesn't, hindi nagbibigay ng magandang judgment yung player base natin against sa BSB kasi I think they're one of the strongest teams here. Kapag nahanap nila yung tamang draft na nilalaro nila kasi we've seen them play on open qualifiers, play a very dominant strategy against these top teams. Ngayon, kapag nakuha kasi nila yung certain flavor of playstyle na hinahanap nila, like for example, yung Lilia, laging nakabanyan. SGD, they banned out Lilia doon sa game nila against BSB. So kapag nakukuha nila yung mga heroes nila, especially the Esmeralda of Shider Cutie, doon na lumalabas yung playstyle nila. And Jerax, having the freest of all games sa lineup na to, nakita din natin ng open qualifiers. Pag maganda yung game niya, ang hirap i-shutdown. Doon siguro sinasabi ng mga tao yung momentum ng BSB.
And I guess na it's always true sa mga new teams. Ewan ko, hindi ko lang alam kung mag-agree kayo lahat, but I always feel na yung pag mga teams na galing sa open qualifier, parang medyo emotional na team, parang depende sila sa momentum. At yun yung usually nakikita natin sa mga qualifiers. But now it is already the regular season. Yung momentum mo, hindi yan sunod-sunod. It's not gonna happen. I mean, this is a long stretch. Ikaw, alam mo to, Yako. How do you keep na every week, mataas yung performance mo, paano ka nakapag-communicate sa team mo? Bilang isang captain, kunwari, paano mo kinokontrol team mo para lagi kayong ready to fight?
Siguro yung mindset na lang talaga. Kasi, matalo ka nga, kunyari, may week 1, panalo, week 2, talo. Yung goal mo nandun pa rin. Hanggat di natatapos yung season, pwede ka pa rin maging champion.
I like that.
Mindset pa rin.
Ito yung tanong ko ngayon na si Shider QT. Kasi
Akala
I
ko
think
siya lang tinatanong.
na-hype natin to during the close qualifiers. I mean, I was casting there with Butters at nung naging sila na yung napili, or well, hindi naman napili, sila yung nag-emerge after yung redemption story ni Shider QT, yun yung medyo kailangan natin pag-usapan dito. Kasi ito yung na-feel namin nung pinapanood namin siya maglaro. Yung Esmeralda niya na mukhang gigil na gigil. Tingin mo ba, ganun talaga kagigil ngayon si Shider na makabalik at mag-perform ulit sa MPL?
Shider tsaka yung buong team. Kasi yung influence ng buong team sa kanya,
That's right.
yung nakakapagdala sa kanya.
Actually, oo nga. Kasi parang hindi naman pwedeng ikaw lang.
No, hindi. It's never one eh.
Ano man sabi mo sa BSB as a team?
Masyadong, yung BSB ngayon, masyadong maganda yung pagkakasama-sama nila.
Okay. Nakakalaro mo na rin, nakakalaban mo na rin.
Oo, nakakalaro.
Malakas rin, okay. Okay, so now, since we've talked about the teams already sa outside of the game, pag-usapan naman natin ngayon yung actual the game itself. I think, bukod sa flame shot, ang nakikita din natin na trend is puro marksman type. Can you explain this to me, Yako and Midnight? Ano ba nangyari? Kasi MPL Season 1, totally walang marksman. I think sa buong MPL Season 1, isang beses lang. Kayo ba yung nagganabi nun?
Fred.
Sila Brel, okay. Isang beses lang nag-marksman all throughout MPL Season 1. Ngayon, after 4 seasons, MPL Season 5 na tayo, puro marksman ang nakikita natin. Dalawa pa sa isang team. Ano nangyari, Yako? Bakit ganon? Bakit ganon?
Minamaximize nila yung flame shot. Kasi di ba yung flame shot is pang malayuan. So, pagka meron kang dalawang marksman, tapos meron kang kasamang dalawang support na naka-flame shot, tapos natutulak din naman yung lumalapit eh.
Okay.
So, bago pa makalapit yung tank, either patay na o uwi. Pag nakita sa mapa, babawasan agad.
Kaya, tapos low cooldown kasi yung flame shot, so it's okay na
Parang kite na talaga yung ML ngayon. Hindi mo kailangan pumatay, pa-win mo lang okay na. Umuwi to, basagin nyo yung lane.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I like the idea.
Oh, ikaw, Midnight. What do you think about this double marksman or the marksman meta that we have right now?
I think the rise of the marksman started nung Season 3 kasi teams started playing objectively. Nakita natin yan sa Archangel na sobrang baba ng kill count ng mga games nila. Talagang nasa harap sila lagi ng towers kasi they realized na ito yung bunga ng disiplina mo eh. You have to play objective-based gaming during these competitive games. Kasi the thing about the meta, it shifts. Ngayon, ang pabor kasi na meta is yung mga lineup na nag-scale. Remember, Carry is one of the strongest marksman still, di ba? Kasi yung game natin pahaba ng pahaba with the introduction of the red buff, lalo nung mga na-nerf pa yon. Ngayon, si Bruno tsaka si Granger, kaya lang sila prio pick ngayon kasi they have the strongest early game capabilities of all the marksmen. Si Claude nag-fall off kasi wala talaga siyang literal na wala siyang ginagawa ng early game eh. Pero si Bruno nagbabasag ng tower minute 2. Nakita natin yan from SGD Omega 1 minute 30 seconds basag yung tower na lane sa lane ni Toshi. Ngayon si Granger hindi siya nagbabasag ng tower pero existing pressure siya sa mga hero. One of the strongest abuser ng red buff si Granger. So nakikita natin yung parang pattern na if you don't go for the scaling towards the late game, you either pick up the early game pressure or kunin mo yung mga nag-objective-based game.
Actually, gusto kong i-derive dun sa sinabi mo huli. It's all about yung pagpipili ka. Paano mo nga ba isasagutin ang marksman pagkalaban mo? Kasi dati, ang approach is pag mayroong marksman yung kalaban, kukuha ka ng parang fighter na maaga mag-online, right? Ngayon, the double marksman, kayo ba, Yako, ano ba yung usual na sagot nyo dito? Kasi dalawa yung nakikita kong way para i-approach yung mga ganun. Either tapatan mo na may marksman din kayo, na meron din kayong farmer hanggang dulo, na meron din kayong scaling hero, or kuha ka ng lineup na mabilis mag-online. So, like, kuha ka ng mga Hellcourt, kuha ka ng mga double fighter, no marksman. Kayo ba, ano ba yung usual na sagot nyo doon, Yako?
Kuha ka ng hero na kayang pumatay sa lane talaga na mag-isa. Like, di ba kasi yung marksman, hindi siya pwedeng maiwan mag-isa.
Yeah, never.
Kahit sobrang yaman mo, pag kunyari may kalaban ka na tuna, kahit lamang ka ng 2K na lead, kaya ka pa rin patayin. So, pinagagawin mo talaga dun. Kasi laging mag-asama yun, magiging foreman yun eh. So, talaga kukuha nung kayang pumatay mag-isa.
So you're saying na dahil at a certain point, magfa-farm at magfa-farm yung marksman mag-isa, kailangan meron kang isang hero na kaya mag-pick off, mag-isa rin.
Para yung marksman, mapapilitan magsama-sama talaga. Hindi pwedeng, kasi pagka, kunyari, ang kit pala doon yung Uranus halos. Double marksman, tas Uranus.
Brent Sunsparks.
Kasi hindi pwedeng mamatay yung offlane mo pag double marksman ka.
Okay.
Kasi walang magde-def doon.
Yeah, that's true.
Kasi technically speaking, pag nag-double marksman ka na mid at yung parang safe lane mo, talagang kailangan may body yon na isa, tag-isa, di ba? Na tropa, which means na yung off-lane mo kailangan din magsulo na hindi mamatay agad. Uranus is a hero na very close to my heart. It's my favorite gan. But Midnight, can you explain to the viewers why Uranus really happened in this meta at ano pa yung mga substitutes sa kanya? Kasi hindi naman pwedeng Uranus lang ang alam mo.
Yeah.
Ano pa yung mga pwede niya kapalit sa offlane?
I think one of the fewer options is the Jawhead and Thams. Even though hindi mo... kaya mo namang patayin yung Jawhead. Yung Thams medyo question mark yun. Yung Jawhead kasi, it threatens sa kill on you din eh. So, kunwari, ikaw marksman ka, kalin mo yung Jawhead. You don't want to be in that lane kasi kayang-kaya ka patayin ng Jawhead. And at the same time, kapag iniwan mo naman yung lane, si Jawhead nagbabasag din ng Toro yun. Medyo deceptive na hero si Jawhead eh. Hindi siya tulad ni Cho, hindi siya tulad ni Thamus na yes, pag nasap ng Toro talaga mabilis magbasag. Pero ang bilis kasi mag-wave clear ni Jawhead. At the same time, tinathreaten niya yung rotations ng lane. So, yung Uranus naman, ang isang counterpart nun is si Terizla way back then, nung ginagamit siya as the defender ng mga lanes, isa sa mga pinakamatikas na hero. Ngayon, si Uranus kasi, ang kinagandahan siya, hindi siya one-trick phony. Si Terizla kasi, pag nailapag niya yung penalty zone, ang trabaho niya lang mag-defend. Si Uranus hindi. As long as buhay siya sa team fight, you are never threatened. Kasi may frontliner ka on the form of your offlane, tapos may mga tanks ka pa or dual support na nagdidish out ng sobrang taas na DPS.
Yeah. And it makes me think, ano naman yung way mo para sagutin yung mga ganong klaseng strategy sa offlane? Kasi syempre, di naman pwedeng ibaban mo na lang Uranus. What if Uranus appeared dun sa kalaban mo? Ano naman yung gagawin mo ngayon? Kukuha ka ba ng something like carry or kukuha ka ba ng mga mage na kaya din mag-output ng percent HP based damage? Ano bang sagot doon, Yako?
Isa sa mga sagot doon yung mga long range na mage.
Okay.
Like Gord, Changi, or yung mga pumapasok naman na hero like Kling. Tapos yung pinaka talaga importante yung early start ng game. Kasi yung once na ma-shutdown mo kahit isa doon sa dalawang marksman, malaking bagay na yun. Basta mapigilan mo yung isa.
Okay. So, what you have to do right now sa meta natin is, kaya din nagdo-double marksman kasi yung isa kapag hindi maganda masyado yung laro niya, at least may isa ding sasalo. Is that how we are approaching it?
Normally, dapat dalawa talaga sila eh.
Okay.
Dalawa yung nagpa-farm. Kasi, kumbaga, parang 4-1. Kaya, kailangan yung offlane mo, hindi mamamatay. Tapos, hanggat di namamatay yung offlane, yung apat na members, push mid, push top, ganun lang. Hanggang sa matapos yung game.
Wow, okay. That's interesting kasi parang hindi siya 4 protect where it's like yung 4, hahayaan lang yung isa. Hindi nila pong protektahan. Bala sa buhay mo. Okay. Now we're gonna hop into the draft at game number 1. Of course, Selena, hindi pa rin nawawala sa mga bands natin. Have the Grok. Guys, ano pa yung pwede natin expect dito sa first set of bands between BSB and STI?
I think the Diggy is up for the digging for BSB considering na tinanggal na ng STI yung Grok. And with the Sicilian out of the pool for STI naman, I think after the first pick of BSB, they can pick up the Jawhead +1.
Jawhead +1, okay. Yaku, what do you expect sa mga first set of picks para sa BSB and STI?
Either kukuha sila ng support na malakas yung damage out or kukuha sila ng CC na tank.
CC. Okay, or yung Ling, nandyan.
Your team is
Na-mention
picking.
mo to kanina. Does this mean that STI want to take the Uranus for themselves or something like that?
Probably, pero kailangan nila makita kung anong lineup muna ng BSB. Kasi the thing about Uranus is medyo medyo last pick.
Okay.
Last pick yung yung pang-threaten niya sa draft. Kasi you have to see yung mixture ng damage output ng kabilang lineup. Pero kung titingnan mo yung slot ng STI ngayon, they have the last pick sa first phase. So potentially, kumuha sila ng
Your
Uranus on that
team is
specific last pick.
picking.
Ngayon, Diggy yung kinuha ng BSB. This might mean na pwedeng mag-Kimi Jawhead na kagad ang STI para mapatakbo nila yung double marksman.
Okay. Well, carry ang kanila kina-consider dito as of moment. And Farsa is there. Medyo hindi na ganun ka-sikat din si Farsa. Naalala ko, like a month ago,
Farsa.
sobrang
Carry.
first pick material din si Farsa.
Your
But now, ang dami
team
na rin
is
kasi mga
picking.
sagot sa akin. Of course, after the rest is there. BSB, gusto niya ba itong Kimi Diggy lineup? I think si Yako, isa sa mga favorite na strategies niya before. Okay ba yan? Okay ba
Tatak
yan?
signal yan.
Tsaka halos pareha sila ng ginagawa. Kumuha sila ng marksman tas long range. Like yung Diggy, early burst. Yung Parsa pang malayuan din. Parang wala pang gumagawa ng ibang.
Yeah.
Magbibiglaan pa sila.
Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. Yan ang nakikita natin sa ating first set of
Jawhead.
backs. And there's the Jawhead
Your
para sa
team is
BSB.
picking.
Isang way para sa kanila na magkaroon ng playmaker and it's very good pressure laban naman sa carry and even sa Farsa. At nakakita rin ako before kapag merong nasa stun tapos parang bobombay ng feathered airstrike ni Farsa, ibabato lang niya palayo. We'll see. STI, they are looking now for another playmaker themselves.
Yeah, this is a potentially Uranus pick for STI. I really like the understanding kasi sabi ng STI dito, hindi natin kailangan i-pick yung Kimi kagad, knowing na may Farsa pa na available for us. Ngayon yung BSP, they picked up the Kimi kasi sayang sayang yung potential na pwede sila magpatakbo ng double ng marksman. It's really great against the carry and Farsa, but one big problem na kinakaharap ng BSP ngayon is wala silang reach against kay Farsa. Yes, you have the Jawhead, pero walang po-protekta kay Kimi.
Yeah. We'll see yung Uranus actually napakaganda pick sana para sa STI. Dahil sa Kimi, technically speaking, kasi pwede niya tankin lang yan. I think that pagkalaban mo si Biggie, gustong-gusto ko yung mga strategies na parang merong okay lang na kunin niya, natapakan niya yung mga stars para hindi siya mapunta sa alam. Kasi na-mention to ni Yako, sobrang taas ng burst potential ng Diggy pag tama yung pagkakapwesto. And we know that top teams in MPL Season 5, kayang-kaya nilang gawin yan. Ngayon, STI, sa tingin nyo, ano yung magandang pang close out ng draft nila dito?
I think you ban out the Granger para matanggal yung potential na mag-dual marksman sila. Yes, pwedeng kunin naman ng BSB yung Bruno, pero those two marksman, the Kimi and Bruno, talagang hindi nila kaya i-survive yung feathered airstrike ni Farsa rito. Hindi sila makakapush yung tower.
Ikaw, Yako, tingin mo ano yung pang-close naman ng BSB sa kanila draft? Ano na lang yung kulang sa kanila?
Kung hindi sila kukuha ng isa pang tank, magiging tank yung Jawhead.
Your team is picking.
Another tank. There's Baksha. Totally anti-Kimi ang ginagawa dito ng STI. They wanna shut this Kimi down. And I think that even if you put in either Granger or Bruno, mahihirapan pa rin sila dito sa tank combination ng STI. But they are lacking the damage maybe. We'll see kung ano pa yung dagdag nila dyan. Nana is there.
Ayan na yung comfort ng BSB.
Ayan na yung flame shot.
Yung dual support and a Cho. A split pusher for BSB. I really like the strat. It's against a carry. Kasama niya Lolita. Pero the thing about this affair is si carry, kailangan niya samahan yung Farsa kasi walang kwenta. Wala silang makakapag-objectives. Ngayon, STI, ang lalim ng drafting natin dito eh. The Basha picked up it's a counter against Kimi. Tapos BSB tinanggal yung expert. Kumbaga nagbabasahan sila dito. Pero I really like how BSB's draft turned out. Kasi sila yung may upper hand dito eh. Look at the lanes. Saan magpa-farm yung carry? Kung iisipin mo, pwede nilang iwan yung Cho dito, pwede nilang hayaan. Pero remember, that's a split pushing hero. Kapag yung Cho naman yung tinignan nila, there's a Kimi na pwedeng magbasag ng Torre.
Oh, it seems like Shider Cutie is controlling the Cho. Pero syempre, hindi pa naman yung final. Ngayon, since I-mention mo na about BSB, I wanna ask Yako, medyo standard yung draft na to eh, for STI. Parang ito yung matagal na meta. Pero paano ba manalo gamit itong gantong klaseng composition? Meron kang Leo Mord na offlaner mo na playmate na gusto rin pumatay ng patay. Meron kang Karim na mag-farm and then back siya Lolita. Super standard. But how are you gonna win up against the Kimi lineup sa gantong moment?
Ang mangyayari sa STI, siguro mag-1-2-2 sila.
1-2-2? Okay.
Protect mage, protect marksman. Tapos sa kabila naman sa BSB is 1-3-1. Kasi meron silang Jawhead at Chu na paka-solo. Tapos yung dalawang support, protect Kimi lang.
Yeah, kaya nila makapatay. I think yung magandang nakikita natin mula dun sa Molina's cases ay merong bonus na magic damage rin. Ito, di ko na kailangan explanation na. Bigay na lang ako ng prediction nyo. Sino mananalo? Midnight, who do you think is gonna win this?
I think BSB.
BSB para kay Midnight. How about you, Yako?
BSB.
Okay, double BSB dahil dyan. Mag-STI na lang ako para hindi tayo unanimous. But now we're gonna pass it on to our casters. It's actually Yaso and Butters.
Week 2 of the MPL is upon us. And we're going to be your chatcasters. I'm NOMAD, I'm with Wedmar. They said, Yako and Midnight said that they're going to be rooting for BSB here. Do you feel the same way?
Sadly, as much as we don't want to sound super one-sided, I'm going to have to go for BSB's draft here. I like the last two picks that they've showed, and I feel like Nana and Cho are going to be the difference makers here for the lineup of BSB.
I completely feel the same way. I'm not feeling the Leo Mord pick as much, just like what you said in the backlines, in the sidelines.
In the sidelines.
In the sidelines. It was about, you'd prefer the Uranus pick over the Basha, but Basha is still one of the heroes that can really absorb the damage that Kimi can deliver here. And we are going to be entering the Land of Dawn, BSB versus SCI. Now, Kimi's going to be fully protected, though. That's what I feel like is going to happen by Trevor and Cap 1. And that's when Jawhead and Shider Cutie, they're just going to be split pushing the lanes. And that's something that Carry doesn't have. That's something that Kribzu does not have at all.
But there's a lot of pressure on the lineup here for BSB to deal out the damage and really allow Jiraxu, as you mentioned, to scale up really well. Because STI, it has a very tanky front line. They have 2 tanks there. They have the Basha and the Lolita, if I'm not mistaken. And as our panel mentioned earlier, they were just going for a lineup that completely is trying to go up against that Kimmy. They know how integral the Kimmy is here for BSB because that's where most of your damage is coming from. So, yeah, BSB, I said it before in another game, they have to time this perfectly and they can't extend the game way too much because when it gets to the point in the late game where the tanks can just soak up so much damage, they're going to have a really tough time here. And STI, it's going to be a little bit easier for them to get away with it.
Yeah, but the thing here is that STI's lineup is not a lineup that you can fully count on, so to speak. I mean, yeah, they can go for the big initiator, like with Lolita can initially go for the Numenor Blast, catch anybody off guard, and that's when Carry and Leomord would be jumping in. But I still don't feel like it's enough because they're just going to be solely relying on Carry. Farsa, sure, she dishes out a lot of damage, but that's if she can get the early game spike. And that's something that BSB inherently has with Kimmy. They also have Jawhead that can completely counter out Farsa. And then they also have Cho that can single out Carry, single out anybody that's getting in their way for Kimmy to take down the front lines.
Yeah, STI has to be really careful how they handle the early game rotations, especially with the jungle. Of course, they're going to be protecting the Farsa, letting the Farsa spike fast. And if they're not careful, they're going to run into BSB in the jungle. And I'm sort of leaning towards more BSB winning it in an early game fight within the jungle before Farsa gets a feathered airstrike if SCI is not careful. So I'm actually expecting BSB are going to do this aggressively from the get-go because they know that it's a ticking time bomb for them. They have to do this quickly. You mentioned, though, that the STI lineup isn't something that you can completely count on from the get-go. Is it because of the Leomord? Was that like the alternate universe version?
Yeah, that was completely different timeline, right?
Yeah, the separate timeline.
Yeah,
Why was I a girl in that timeline?
You are a girl in that timeline. There's nothing we can do there. That's our co-host there over at the Filipino stream, Yasu Meow and Butters. Well, we're going to be diving into the game. But yeah,
flame shot.
Just like what she said, Carry is going to be crucial here. And I think this is a support Farsa.
Actually, yeah, since they do have the carry, they're going to want to prioritize the farm a little bit more on the Farsa. But the fact that Farsa is getting the Lethal Wanderer first, just setting it up for Kribzu. So, yeah, it looks like it is going to be a support Farsa. Meanwhile, over there on the side of BSB, they're just doing what they need to do with that Kimmy, allowing her to get the resources.
Now, what's going to happen here is Kimmy's already going to be level 2 or 3 at this point in the game. They can easily go for early turret pushes just because Nana and Diggy, they do have masks. So they will be funneling all the golden EXP towards Jiraxu there. And yeah, Jiraxu is already level 4, already doing quick work, and they did make a switch there with the Jawhead. They're going to try to pick up a fight here.
It's going to be harder for SDI now that Jiraxu is level 4, and they're still catching up. Kribzu, although, also level 4 as well, but the fact that BSB was able to secure the crab here in the bottom, going to be a little bit harder for SDI to farm and catch up. Oh, Dogman just bumped into the wall.
But Kribzu doesn't have the protection that he has. And speaking of protection, all the protection here is in the buyout line, and Wilson is not in a good spot. That is going to be the first blood going into the hands of Lembot as well.
That's good for Lembot, especially for this Leomord. Allowing that. Meanwhile, Dogman catches off Trevor. Trevor on the run now. Lembot and the rest of STI on the chase. And there goes the Diggy. Trevor goes down on the side of BSB. STI having a better start here. Able to get 2 kills from the get-go. Even though that Kimmy farmed up really quickly, those 2 kills were very crucial for STI.
I think Wilson was trying to go for an ejection there, but didn't really follow through completely. Yeah. There goes the Fantasy being summoned, and there goes the ejection. Maximum charge is going to be connecting onto UG. 1-1, Jiraxu and the rest of the 3-man team is just going to do quick work onto Lembot. Those pellets are hurting UG very much. Gets the shield on time. No Numenor Blast available. Wilson gets ejected. Numenor Blast getting charged up by Dogman. It's going to kill Wilson. And Dogman is alive. Shadow is in the back line. Takes down Dogman. Might actually get Kribzu at this point, but no. That's going to be the maximum charge, taking him out.
A lot of losses there for the side of STI. Good recovery there by the rest of BSB. They saw the danger. They immediately rotated. Good rotation there, especially from Shider Cutie.
Very, very good rotation. Good timing on Shadow Kitty as well. That could have been a lost fight for BSB, and now because of that, they are going to be bouncing back into the game. And looking at that team fight real quick, it was just... The NOMAD Blast was clutch, but they didn't have Cryptzu anywhere near because Cryptzu was already hiding its tail and just backing off. And that is when Shadow Cutie came in, doing quick work onto Dockman and onto Cryptzu as well. But there those go to snipe from downtown.
I feel like Kimmy was also charging up that maximum charge or saving it for when they know that they need one more kill. I feel like Kimmy was also thinking, should I use it now? No, let's see how this is going to go. Then eventually they found carry. Then that's when they found
it was actually off cooldown during that entire team fight. Because he used it in the bottom lane against that Leo Mord push.
So it was a really good save then.
That was a really good save. So did that in the bottom lane, just waited for the cooldown, and then, just in time. I mean, it was pretty much just in time. But that's where BSB can shine here because they have the superior rotation here compared to how SCI is playing the game. I mean, they have Leo Mord, but I don't feel like Leo Mord is going to be a threat just yet.
Not just yet, of course. We all know that the Leomord is the sweeper. That's how we've known it for the longest time. And up until you really have to wait for the Leomord to get the key items, to get that Bloodless Axe, to get that Endless Battle, really get that lifesteal in. And that's when you can really count on the Leomord. As long as the Leomord doesn't have that, BSB can play this a little bit more aggressively. And they know that STI, that Leomord, won't deal so much damage yet that you have to worry about it. But once again, it's a race against time. BSB have to do this fast and have to do this really quickly.
What BSB can actually do here is, as I'm saying this, they are pressuring the top side. And they are looking for a fight here onto Nixu. Gets away with the Dragon connection, and Nixu's going to go down. This is going to be the easy tier 1 turret.
Not yet, though. They don't have the wave, but the wave is coming up. Meanwhile, great response there by SEI, taking down the turret first. Going to make them a little bit more dangerous in the rotation now. Meanwhile, on the top lane, though, BSB, as you mentioned, that first turret in the top lane, though, getting really dangerously low now that the Cho is just there. Already destroyed 1 for 1 in terms of the turrets.
And they are making their presence known here in the mid lane because they want to protect the mid lane rotation here. Mid lane is, in my opinion, the most important lane to protect because if mid is just wide open, it just allows you a lot of rotation access.
Yeah, meanwhile, speaking of rotation, Lambot gets caught off the maximum charge!
Not really!
It was the flame shot! Not even the maximum charge, but it was a Diggy that got the kill with a flame shot. It's a Diggy snipe.
You'd never expect a Diggy to snipe, but thank you for introducing the flame shot, Moonton.
That's the world that we live in now. Diggy can snipe. Shider Cutie gets caught off by Nixu. The rest of BSB are not nearby to help. SCI is there though, so of course he has to get back. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, look at that Kimmy, Jiraxu, and that Nana just focusing there. But here back in the top lane, Wilson and Trevor are in a bit of danger. SCI applying the pressure here. Meanwhile, the Nana and the Kimmy, Numenon blast with a flicker and not connected because of the time. They're just in time. There goes Shider Cutie from the back. Here comes the rest of SCI now going on the retreat because Nixu gets ejected to the back line, but they still can't get the kill because he's just so tanky. Not a lot of damage right now coming from BSB. The Kimmy isn't there for the assist, so it's going to be a stalemate.
That was a good disengage. That was a good disengage by Trevor. You don't see that often. The Numenon Blast was getting charged, and he just popped it right at the same time. If it connected, that's going to be 2 guys down on the side of BSB, and then the turret going down. But I digress. The turret's still going to go down. It's 1 HP now.
That was really, really great timing because it's not, he didn't pop it when it was charging up. It was just when he felt that, okay, it's about to hit full charge with the sun. But no, here comes Dockman getting caught out. He's probably going to go down. Killing spree now for the Kimmy Feather. Airstrike has been brought down, but it's not going to deal enough damage to BSB. That's another kill for the boys blessed since birth.
And now they are going to be sieging up the mid lane and keep the blessings coming. Cho's going to be in a bit of a tight spot there over the top side, and he is going to go down without a shadow of a doubt. Almost makes it out, but
shut down there by the Farsa.
The projectile was already on his way, so there's no chance he was going to escape, even with the flicker.
No chance.
So that's what you got.
No chance in hell. You got no chance. Oh, Nixie here might have a chance, though. He has to be careful. Feathered airstrike brought down just to provide a little bit of space. Molina Smooch, though, providing the space that BSB need, but they won't be able to defend that top lane turret. See you later.
Alligator.
Oh, he got the
steal.
He got the crab steal with the flame shot. My goodness, Jiraxnu.
And this battle finally being picked up by Jawhead, and it seems as though as mid lane pressure is going to be upon us, they're going to try to siege this up. Turtle's going to be spawning. Oh, look at how much!
Oh my goodness, that hurt. What was that? The damage. I think that was a flame shot with the maximum charge.
Like as soon as she
another flame shot. Nixu getting really low. He's taken down by Trevor's Diggy. But here comes Cripzu. No, he's not going to go for the chase. Feathered airstrike just to provide a little bit of space. And BSB get away another kill once again. And see, this is why ever since even just the qualifiers, we've been talking of how much of a game changer Flame Shot is. Look at the damage that you can do. It deals so much damage. The cooldown is near non-existent. Yes, I know it's like 30 to 40 seconds, but that's still really quickly. You have pretty much have a long-range shotgun for the entirety of the game.
You're basically converting one of your skills into a Valor skill.
Yeah.
Valor also has that. Minus a stun.
So yeah, that's why we also don't see Valor get...
No, Valor does. But this is going to be an attempt for a steal. Doesn't actually happen, but that is space created to secure the turtle. Yeah. Now here's the problem I have when you're picking a Farza and you have a Kimmy on your side and you got 3 guys with flame shots on the other side. You will be able to snipe out Farza. Like, as soon as you connect the flame shots, and as soon as she opens up the feathered airstrike, hey guys, this is the target right here. Let's aim our flame shot. And you're going to be running away.
And the range of that flame shot is crazy. That's why you can do it. Like, flame shot used to be brought out only because if you have a Farsa, you put flame shots on your backliner so it doesn't get anywhere near Farsa. That's when people realize, you know what, we can actually use it to snipe out Farsa. And that's what we've been seeing. The time of the Farsa meta came by really quickly because of the changes in the meta, especially with the introduction of that flame shot. Dangerous, dangerous skill. I know a lot of us have a lot of opinions about the flame shot, but this is how we're seeing it now. Maximum charge used, but misses.
She was already a Molina. How could you miss that? I'm not Jirax.
Would you have made that?
If I were closer. If I were closer, I would have made that shot. Once again, you are a Molina.
He gets turned into a cat once again now. BSB controlling the map really well. It's a very slow and methodical approach to this game, and this is very fundamental what BSB is doing. STI though, they are doing okay, but not so well now because it's going to be a near 7K to 6K difference in gold, and they're having a hard time really going around capturing what they need to capture, taking control of the map, because just when they thought that they can control one part, that completely sacrifices another part. And STI now, I'm really not feeling Lembot's Leomord so much here. We've barely seen action from him.
I've been saying this since Season 2. It's all about who controls the game, who has the tempo, and who dictates the tempo. Who's the conductor in the orchestra of battle that we have in the Land of Dawn. That's exactly how BSB is playing the game. They're making sure that SCI can't rotate outside of their terms. They're controlling SCI in all aspects of rotation. Look, if you look at the map,
the knock-up! But it's going to be a 3-on-1. Can he try to get it? Oh, the flame shot!
Moment of blast catch and connects onto Diggy. Trevor's going to be forced to use his time journey. That's going to be Jiraxu without any proper protection that Molina's going to be used.
Oh!
And that is a painful snipe with that maximum charge.
Maximum charge hitting plus ultra from long range for 3. Jiraxu absolutely on fire. He's 5-0-5 in this game. My goodness, BSB.
You know that 5 kind of looks like an S, right?
SOS.
That's an SOS. That's what STI is calling for right now. They need to bounce back from this game. And I feel like the only way that they can bounce back from this game is if they can pick off Nana and Diggy so that they can have an open way to Kimmy.
And at the same time, I I feel like Lembot really doesn't have to wait until near the very end when everyone else is low. Like, not necessarily just use Leomord as a sweeper, because once BSB sees Leomord coming in, that's going to change their mentality approaching into the team fight. So Lembot has to be a little bit gutsier here. But I'm thinking that maybe his reservation right now in terms of actually engaging, is it coming from the fact that he's still lacking the items? Does he still not have enough items that he needs to be effective? Because right now, while he's waiting, he's just a non-factor.
And I feel like mid lane is going to be the primary point of contention here. Sorry to cut you off there. Because this is going to be a siege. The Lord is going to be marching over at the top side. They are going to be walking with the Lord this time around. Basha's going to try to run around. Numinum Blast being charged up. It's not going to be connecting to anybody. Just going to be connecting on that cannon minion. And this is going to be an all-out defense from SCI. They need to stop this from happening. The Lord is going to go down. And while that's happening on the bottom lane, Wilson's going to take out Lembot. And that is something that you don't want to happen. Defending a siege and you're one man down. And this is the mid lane going down as well. Just the inhibitor turret staying here. Nixu trying to get a stun connection. Not going to be happening. They get pulled back. Rizzo does take down Shider Cutie. But that is at the cost of a turret. And they have to fall back because Jiraxo is free hitting. This Kimmy is doing whatever the hell she wants to do.
And once again, this is why I said I really wish they picked the Uranus instead of the Baksha. Because yes, they're both tanky, but Uranus really is a sponge against Kimmy. You need that, especially against a player like Jiraxo here. And STI, this is going to be a near impossible mountain to climb. This is one of those moments where you actually need BSB to make a mistake. You can make all the right moves, but if you're STI, that might even not be enough. What you need here is BSB to make a mistake.
Yeah, you need the sponge that lives in the pineapple under the sea.
Huh? Why? Oh, because sponge. Okay, I see. Thank you. Brute Force breastplate. Oh no, but Trevor gets caught off. Feathered Airstrike just provide a bit of space. Numenor Glass getting charged up, not getting anyone. They just sidestep that confidently, and Dogman shield up just to stop the damage coming in from the Kimmy.
Those are the fights that they don't want to happen.
Yep.
They need to be reactively proactive, if that makes sense, because it's BSB just looking for the initiates, even though they just don't have the good initiates. I mean, SCI has Lolita to go for the Numinum Bath. Lembot has the Stomp to slow anybody down, to connect the Numinum Blast. And then we got Nixu that can just roll over anybody.
But at the same time, I also have to point out here that BSB is running 3 flame shots, so that gives them a lot of damage before even going into a team fight.
That's true.
From afar, you can already whittle down STI's health, and then during a team fight, you have the knockback, and though no Lembot gets caught off here, but Shider Cutie says, no, I'm not taking that just yet. Nixu sees him in the backline, tries to go for the interception, but not able to take down or pin down Shider Cutie.
He did a little bit of shaking and baking there.
Just a little bit of shimmy.
A little shimmy. Crossover, step back, turn around, fade away, dunk.
Where was the dunk in that? I get the crossover, like, sidestep, turn around,
fade away, dunk.
Okay.
Like, imagine turn around, then you fade away, and then you still manage to dunk.
Bro.
That's basically what's happened there. And this is basically what SCA is looking to do. They're looking to turn everything around. See the connection there?
Yep, I like that. But it's going to be really difficult, though.
It is.
They need some of Michael's secret stuff. They need that cartoonish ability to dunk from the... Oh my goodness! the Lord! The Lord! We heard the Lord all the way from here in Makati. Trevor's getting down really low. Lembot going in for the chase. They take down the Trevor. There goes the Diggy. This is probably an opening for STI, but their backline is getting taken out. That's a kill on that Jawhead. A kill on the Lolita. It's 2 for 1. Oh, but look at the damage coming in from the maximum charge. STI able to take down 2 members of BSB. For me, they win that fight. Even though they do take a loss, they win that fight. That allows them to catch up a little bit, but that wasn't enough of a gold swing. They're still behind 10K, and they can't even find the positional advantage here over BSB in the Lord Pit because you have so much zoning capabilities. You have the mines from the Diggy, and you also have the Melina Smooch coming in from the Nana. That's another reason why they're having such a hard time moving around that map, because BSB has a lot of spacing.
Well, hold up there. Hold up there, partner.
Why does this happen? You go texting on me, man. Oh,
I don't know.
Getting
they
a lot
are
of
going
damage.
to try to go for this Lord. That's what SCI wants. And they cannot get that because we got the Molina on the Nana. We got Diggy that just can pull anybody back at any time. But this is going to be an attempt for SCI regardless. Molina is going to be expanded onto Dogman.
Oh,
Here comes the feathered airstrike. Connects onto Cap 1. Going to be popping up the immortality. Mid lane's going to go down as well. But we do have Shadow Cutie over the top lane, over in mid lane. I mean,
yeah, BSB have to try to make the most out of this next two. Wilson gets caught off, but here comes Shadow Cutie in the back line.
Look
at that damage. Darkman getting really low. Time's Journey has been popped just to get away. And no casualties just yet, but Shadow Cutie going in for the chase and doesn't completely commit because he does have the immortality up on Nixu, and he knows if he fully commits and he's not careful, Farsa's just there with a Feather Death Strike. But all those efforts was not in vain because BSB able to space out STI really well and taking that Lord. And Hans too.
It's a level 2 Lord. It's going to hurt. It's going to be marching straight into the mid lane, which means that STI is going to be devoting a lot of skills to take down the Lord before he reaches the base.
Yeah, but that's if BSB allows them to get even to that middle area of the map.
Yeah, they can start split pushing at any time now, and I think that is what Cho's going to do, what Shadow Cutie's going to do here over the top side. Jawhead is going to be waiting for a proper opportunity to eject Farsa in towards BSB's front line. I feel like that's the case.
He's yeah. And look what's happening here. You mentioned that what SCI needs to do is try to start whittling away the Lord while it's in the middle, but because of the spacing and the map control that BSB just has here, it's really hard to do. And look at the aggression BSB is showing here, applying the pressure in the mid, not even allowing them to get out of base.
And they are going to be sieging up the bottom lane. That's going to be a lot of skills expended onto the Lord. Bottom lane turret is going to go down. Top lane inhibitor turret is going to be next. There goes a Feather Air Strike to be used defensively on all fronts in order to dish out the maximum amount of damage. Time Journey is going to be committed there. That's going to be the kill by Lembot. Numinum Blast being charged up. Going to be connecting on the 2 people, but not a lot of follow-throughs here. Crimson is going to be going in for the kill, but it's not going to be enough because Shadow Cutie is going to be in the back lines, but Jirax is now going to go down. Shadow Cutie tried to go for Dogman, but that's not going to happen though. And this might be a good... No, this is not a might be. This is a good defense from SCI, but that is already a quarter of the HP chipped down from the base.
And now we're getting to the point where Nixu is starting to be able to take a lot of damage coming in from the Kimmy. He was just spacing them out over there in the middle. Great job there by Nixu. And now, of course, Kripzu, BSB have to respect the fact that SCI have the carry here. That Shredder carry can shred them so quickly, but they get caught off there. Molina Blitz, so many ultimates. Dogman goes down. Only 1 tank left remaining for SCI. That's 3 down for SCI, but the Leomord and Yuji is about to come back on that Farsa, but will it be enough?
It's not.
BSB applying the pressure. Look at Shadow Cutie just splitting from the rest of the team, applying extra pressure there in the bottom lane, and this has been the story of the game. It's just been all BSB, STI really trying their absolute best to make the most out of a BSB mistake. Yes, they did that earlier with the defense, but getting caught off their Dogman, that really, really hurt them.
I still feel like this is a lost game from SCI now at this point. It's hard to come back in this state, especially considering the fact that, yeah, they're all level 15s now, but they don't have the rotations from BSB. And that's what BSB has. They're applying a lot of pressure all across the map. The SCI just has to respond. Speaking of that, Nixon's going to get kicked into Oblivion, gets Molino, and goes down. Immortality's going to be popped. Phantom Steed doesn't even matter because it hurts. Crimson's going to go down. Lembot as well.
Wilson! No. 3 down already for the side of STI. BSB will apply the pressure. 5 of them are up, and it looks like this is going to be GG. Look at Jiraxnu just freely hitting in the base, and they pause right at the moment when the game was about to end. But folks, pretty sure that we know what's going to happen here. This is going to be an STI win. Pretty sure it's safe now for us to talk about what happened here. BSB just took control of the map and did not let go.
Did not give them any chance to bounce back. And that is how you win games. You control your opponent to the point where you control your opponent. Like, hey, you're not gonna rotate anymore. You're not gonna go to the bottom lane anymore. You're gonna be focusing on us here on the top lane. That's exactly what BSB did.
And again, I have to bring it up. If you have a Kimmy and a Cho in the other team, just pick the Uranus. Because Uranus can really hold down the side lanes. And we talked about holding the tempo, setting the tempo. Uranus does that for a lot of compositions for the teams here. Because of the amount of armor and just how tanky Uranus is he's not going to deal a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He's just really there to hold down the fort. And that's what STI lacked here. They lacked the side lane hero who can protect it and buy time for STI.
I think they were really just trying to check the Cho with the Lembot. With the Leomord, I mean.
With the Lembot. It's pretty similar.
Pretty similar. But yeah, they were trying to check the Cho with the Leomord, but then again, Cho was really all across the map. That did not even matter whatever they picked. Farsa was also playing the support Farsa, which makes sense because that's going to be funneling a lot of resources towards Krivzu. But then again, you're going to be lacking the damage output there.
Yeah, and I have to say, I barely felt Leomord in this match. If I'm STI here, just let that tactic go. Go for somewhere, go for another hero. There's a reason why we don't see Leomord as much. Yes, we've seen it from time to time since the qualifiers because of ULVL's, U-Level's crazy tactics with it, like playing it in the mid and stuff. But as a side lane fighter hero, there's just so many other better options. And the time of Leomord, it's over. And if I'm STI, consider picking another hero, man.
Yeah, and we're going to be finding out what the panel thinks about that game. We're going to be throwing over to Wolf. Take it away.
Of course, thank you so much, Butters and Yes, for that amazing cast. Medyo na-predict nyo nga to, it wasn't that easy, but you can feel na kahit tumagal yung laban, ako, watching from it, it seems like all throughout control ng BSB at parang sila yung nagda-drive nung game. Parang sila yung director nung nangyari kasi parang there was never a time na in control ang STI. Yun ba yung in-expect mo sa laban na yun, Yako?
Ganun. Precisely. Sinabi ko kanina na hindi nila kayang saluhin yung damage ng Kimi, Nana, and Digi. At the same time, kahit back siya pa man yun, or Hylos.
Okay. We do have our post-game stats at nakita natin malinis para sa BSB. Only dropping 8 deaths. And katulad ng sinabi natin kanina, tumagal yung laban. Pero ang masasabi natin is no matter what happened, it still is the overall control of BSB all throughout the game. Ikaw, Midnight, ano naman masasabi mo? Is this as exactly as you expected?
Well, no. Na-expect ko sana mas malinis pa yung laro ng BSB dito. Pero na-execute naman nila maayos kung ano yung pinaka-idea ng lineup nila.
Yeah. I think we have the highlights to see the story of the previous game, and all throughout, ang nakikita lang natin is objectives after objectives, lane control after lane control. And there's ang biggest problem ng SDI is hindi sila makaporma kasi whenever they try to look for a play, laging nauubusan, laging half health agad sila dahil dun sa flame shot, dahil dun sa damage of Kimi or Nana Digi. At pag gusto na nilang lumaban, hindi rin makapwesto yung mga cores. Like even yung carry, kasi alam niya na once na pumasok siya dun sa laban, siya talaga yung pagpupestahan at napakadali niyang patayin.
Yeah. Yung isang concept dito na pinapatakbo ng BSB. As you've seen, yung Cho never sumama talaga sa yung tatlong rotation ng BSB. Well, minsan ginagawa nila, inaapat nila, sinasama nila yung Jawhead. Pero the whole gameplay of BSB is magkahiwalay yung dalawang fighter. Wilson and Shider QT on Jawhead and Cho respectively. Lagi sila magkahiwalay. And ang magkasama lang is yung Digi Nana plus Kimi. So, ito yung sinasabi ni Yako kanina. Yung Cho ang laking problema na. Ang ginawang solusyon ng SDI is sinama nila yung Kimi and nilagay nila yung Basha sa lane ni Cho. Problem is, hindi sustainable yung lane ni Basha kasi ang ginagawa ni Cho, kiniklear niya lang yung wave tsaka siya aalis at tutulungan niya yung mga kampi niya. Kasi the thing about the team fight is yung STI, meron silang carry. So kung ikaw yung BSB, makikita mo yung apat nagsasama-sama sa kabila. Gustong-gusto mo lumaban. May carry dun eh. Diba? And may Cho ka.
And ang dami yung playmakers for BSB. Like you said, Digi, Kimi. Tapos nandiyan pa yung Cho na nakita natin many times in the game dahil papasok siya doon sa tamang moments kung saan magkikiling up na lang siya sa tunay na police. You know what? Ang tanong ko dito kay Yako is, tingin mo ba ang pagkatalo dito ng BSB ay dahil lang sa draft? Or dahil ba sa pangit din yung ginawa nilang performance dito? Ng STI, pagkatalo ng STI. Tingin mo ba sa draft lang to?
Tingin ko sa isang malaking bagay yung draft talaga.
Oo. I mean, if that's the case, kailangan bang baguhin yung draft? Nakita natin si Jeraxo 619 on this performance. Sobrang easy game para sa kanya. Kaya ba naging easy yung game niya dahil lang dun sa draft?
Kasi yung draft nila talaga, dapat yung kung kukontrahin mo yung tatlong setup na ginawa nila, yung 3-man nila, kailangan nasa yung at least yung isang Chumano yung Jawhead. Ang nangyari kasi hawak din nila parehas. So yung up and bot nila, secure. Tapos yung tatlo, secure din sa mid. So yung tatlong lanes nila, lahat yun may killing potential.
Okay.
Kaya pumatay mag-isa ng Jawhead, kaya pumatay ng Chu. Tapos ang nangyayari, kailangan nilang i-def yung pupuntahan ng tatlo, yung Kimi, Nana, Digi, which is gusto ng BSB. Kasi kailangan ang mga mangyari, mag-farm yung Chode tsaka Johead.
And kitang-kita natin na free farm nga talaga yung Johead and yung Cho.
Yeah.
At pagdating, may items agad parang hindi man lang sila na-pressure. Oo, nakakuha ng items yung STI, pero imagine, 3 cores ng BSB ang yaman all throughout the game. How about you, Midnight? Is it just the draft na issue ng STI nun? Or was it totally because of outplays din?
Ako, kilala mo ako, di ba? Mahilig ako sa draft. This is a big yes draft problem for STI. They need a draft overhaul. So going into the next game, I really want STI to ban out either the Digi or the NAT.
So, sakto-sakto, meron tayong draft.
Your team is
I wanna
banning.
ask more, kasi na-mention mo na about yung mga kailangan nilang baguhin. Aside from that, ano pa yung kailangan nilang idagdag sa mismong lineup nila para magbago yung game number 2?
They should prepare for yung ginawang strategy ng BSB kanina, the double fighter. Ito ata yung debut ng double fighter without mage. Well, yung Kimi naman kasi, marksman/mage yung role niya. Pero ito na nakikita natin, lumalayo na tayo sa normal na naman na meta. They introduced the double fighter against STI. It was the Johead and si Shider QT on the Cho. Diba tinanong natin kanina, si Shider ba talaga yung Cho? And mukhang yun talaga yung gusto ng BSB.
Ikaw ba, Yako? Naalala ko dati, carry niya ng triple fighter yata.
Sila yung gumawa.
Ang naging mage nila kanina is yung Nana Digi.
Yep.
So nilagay nila doon sa support yung damage na kailangan.
Yes.
That's very interesting. I like it. I like that a lot. Ano yung mga i-expect natin dito? May Grok na yung STI, BSB. Will they go back? Tingin mo, Yako, doon sa ginawa nila sa Game 1?
Depende pa kasi yung Grok, malaking bagay sa 1-3-1 rotation.
Yeah.
Kasi kaya niyang saluhin yung lahat ng skills ng mga support natin.
Okay. So, depende pa sa mga susunod na mga kabanata natin dito sa ating draft. Midnight.
I think they should switch to the Esmeralda lineup. It's really good against the Grok ng STI. The thing about Grok is it blocks the Digi and Nana. Kasi ang ginagawa ni Grok dito is nai-invalidate yung ginagawa ni Digi tsaka ni Nana. Kasi what you do inside the game is ibato mo yung charge mo and saluhin mo lahat ng ibabato ng Digi and Nana. Yes, makunat. Yes, masakit. Pero at least nawawala kasi yung mage potential ng dalawa. Kasi the thing about those two supports is sila yung heaviest abusers ng 5-man mask. If you remove that, wala kang Digi Nana.
Okay. We will see now Kimi and Johead. Very successful for BSB. We'll see them in action again. Different naman para sa STI. Kumuha ulit sila ng X-Borg and then they went back to Granger. This still tells me nga lang na yung STI sila, ito pa rin yung talagang ginagawa nila even before MPL Season 5, we always see them with the Grok, Granger, and X-Borg. What should they be changing now? Kasi evidently hindi siya ganun ka-effective last time. Ano yung difference ngayon para sa STI?
Well, for one, they have the natural way of sustaining the push of K-Meat. There's an X-Borg and the Grok on their lineup. And meron silang early game potential na hinahanap natin on the Granger. Kayang-kaya nilang tapatan yung lineup ng BSB dito. And the thing about their lineup is mas scaling sila towards the late game. Kasi Kimi, ang natural na scaling ni Kimi is yung early game, tapos nagpo-fall off siya medyo sa mid game. Lalo kapag walang additional damage on their side. If you look at the lineup of BSB, medyo one-sided yung damage nila. It's all on the Kimi. So kapag nag-fail yung early game ng BSB dito at wala silang pangsalo ng late game dahil nga nakaban yung carry on the side of STI, they should scale towards the STI's lineup.
Oh. Now, nakikita natin yung back shot. Picked 7 times already sa MPL. And you know what? We've had what? 10 games so far?
Yeah.
So mataas ang pick rate ni back siya. Quietly, hindi natin ito masyadong na-expect. But I guess that at this point na sikat yung mga marksman. Natural lang na makita natin yung back shot picked many times in the meta. BSB, tingin niyo ba magdidigi ulit sila dito? Or we saw this before, Yako. Very strong, napalakas ng push potential. And I think it was U-Level who also used this.
Yep. Ikaw muna, Yako.
Yung sa kaya nila pinik niya kasi kaya nga saluhin ng Grok, tas nung X-Borg yung burst ng Digi Nana, which is yung hindi nila kayang gawin, yung saluhin yung SAS. So, parang naglapag yung SAS yung SS, out na. Parang sigaw, kalasa na. Parang may pumatok na teacher. Atrasa na. Pag naglabas na ng SS sa SAS.
Sakto. Okay. That was funny. STI naman, do you like this gourd pick up para sa kanila or no? Hindi na napipiliin.
I was about to say na pangit yung gourd eh. Changit talaga dapat sila dito considering yung exhaust. And the Valier is the ultimate counter against the whole lineup of BSB. It's Johead, Basha, and Kimi. Hindi ka makakalapit sa Granger.
Okay. BSB, they still have one last pick. I'm thinking this is their fighter or their mark or their safe laner. So Joy usually yung solo, magsa-solo para sa kanila. Cho is still available. Do you like Cho or yung parang medyo katulad ni Cho na hero para sa BSB? Yako, what do you think is their
Bukas sila ng tank.
And Loli.
Lolita.
It's the Cap 1 Classic. Grok tsaka Lolita lang yung pinakita ni Cap 1 last week.
Okay.
Pero ito magandang starting point to. Grok's win rate is 100%. So nasa side siya ni STI.
Yeah. But ito kasi yung iniisip ko, Granger and Chango for STI. Dalawa yung classic counters ng BSB, which is Baksha tsaka yung Lolita. Statistics tell me that BSB is still inclined to win this. Tingin nyo ba, sino ang mas nakakalamang sa lineup na to? And if that's so, yun ba yung prediction nyo para sa game? Let's start with you, Midnight.
Well, in hindsight, sabi nga ni Doggy dito, kapag tinignan mo yung draft and face value, STI should win this affair.
Okay. So, STI para kay
STI.
Midnight. Ikaw, Yako, what do you think?
I like the suspect, so I'll go with BSB.
BSB, okay. Medyo magkaiba ngayon. BSB pa rin. Alam ko, I did mention that BSB, I'm more inclined to vote for BSB at this point. So now, we're gonna pass it on to our casters, Yasu and Butters. The Konyo tandem, please take it.
And now, potential last game because BSB is up 1 game in this series. But I don't feel the lineup for STI, to be completely honest. But we'll be talking about that later on because we are going to be introducing ourselves. I'm NOMAD, alongside with me is Remar. What do you think about that lineup? Do you think STI can actually force a game 3, I mean?
I'm actually feeling it. When they were hovering over the gourd earlier, I was starting to get worried because they do have Zask in the side of BSB. So the fact they twisted that around and picked up the Chango and the Valier, I like it. But there's a big but there. BSB picked up the Lolita last, and that was a great response with the Chango pickup. So I'm 50-50 for this one. It's much harder to call it this time around in terms of the lineup, who's going to win it. But we do have to remember, this is a crucial game for both teams because they're going to be going up against really strong teams this weekend, man. And they both are coming from losses. This is where they really need to start picking up their momentum. They need that momentum wave to ride when they face the difficult teams. They're going to be going up against SGD and Sunsparks, respectively, like both teams. So, crucial win. Let's see who takes game number 2 between STI and BSB.
Crucial win indeed, and I starting to feel like BSB wants to end the game as fast as they can because they did pick up the Kimmy and the Zask. And Kimmy and Zask, they really can go for the early game aggression. Speaking of early game aggression here, Trevor down to quarter HP, manages to survive. That's going to be Lembot with the Rhapsody taking him down.
Great use of the power of nature there also by Docman coming in, able to catch off Trevor just when he was about to get out of range, and STI with a great opening that they wanted. Now fighting over the Litho Wonder. BSB though able to secure it, but no! Grod gets caught off there. That's 1-1 now down for both teams. Docman getting taken out.
And that's pause being called. And that is kind of sad. They got the early game advantage there, but you know, could have been better. They could have stayed with the pressure, not just give away any easy kills. Because as soon as they give away easy kills, it's not going to make sense anymore for them. And that's how STI can actually bounce back from this. If they can get the early snowball rolling for them so that they can transition into the mid game so that they can stop the Zask and Kimmy from applying a lot of pressure. And if they can shut down Kimmy and Zask, that's the only way that they can bounce back into this, I feel.
Yeah, and actually right now, one thing we have to point out, Zask is at 100% win rate in the regular season, but that is of course just coming from 1 game, upper level, able to make the most out of Zask, unseen, playing Zask really well. Let's see if BSB are going to be able to replicate that. Do you think they'll be able to do that?
I don't know, man. Unseen is a completely different level on that Zask, to be completely honest.
Yeah, he even brought that out in the qualifiers too. That's upper level is one of the teams that brought Zask into the attention of a lot of people. Yeah, Zask has always been there, but in this level, we really saw it come out from Unseen.
Yeah, I mean, Zask is one of those heroes that can really
turn it around.
Provide
a lot of space, yeah.
And you just really apply a lot of pressure because as soon as he spawns his the Nightmare, as soon as he spawns the Nightmare, that's when he can have 2 leases in life in one team fight. He can dish out a lot of damage, dish out a lot of those slows, and then when he's going to die, he's going to be jumping out and just manage to survive there and then re-engage. That's basically a 6-man for them in the game, so to speak. And Unseen has been showing how masterful he was as being the fourth and the fifth and the 6th man all at the same time.
So yeah, let's see if BSB can replicate it. Strider Cutie, of course, the mage for the side of BSB, a great mage in his own right. Sad that we're not able to see his Esmeralda here because that's his flavor pick. That's his go-to pick. BSB did win that second game against SGD last week with the help of Strider Cutie's Esmeralda. Meanwhile, though, slow game for both teams right now. I like that SAI now went for the X-Borg in the side lane. That is the fighter that they're going to need to hold it down. But it looks like it's Jawhead going to be going up against the Valier. Valier might have a hard time here.
I'd say the latter. I think it's going to be Jawhead having a hard time against Valier. You as a ranged mage, you have an advantage over tanks with the fact that you are ranged.
Yeah. And of course, the long knockback. Oh, but Dogman gets caught off. The ejector brings him up. Power of Nature being loaded up. Will they be able to get a kill on Wilson? UG's there. Oh, but Wilson, great use of the flicker. But there goes the ultimate from UG. Not enough. Oh, it misses. But UG still able to get the kill on Wilson.
If only the eject connected. Different story there. But this is BSB once again securing early game control, securing the top lane. Ooh. And you gotta take note though that Kripzu is also still rocking that flame shot on that Valier.
Yeah.
And since it's the hands of Kripzu, it's gonna be a carry Valier.
Yeah, and looking at the lineups of both teams, they really provide a lot of space. And oh no, Trevor catches off Kripzu here, but Kripzu has help. Here comes Yuji and Lembo. Kapwan is there too, but will they be able to close down the distance? Valier getting taken down there, but at the same time, Grog gets taken down off camera here in the mid lane. So 1-for-1 trade there.
And they are going to be sieging this up. There goes the last Insanity. Going to try to be used to deter BSB from pushing in, but you know, he's just tickling them at this point. Not a lot of damage just yet. We will start feeling X-Borg's presence as soon as we hit the mid-game point around around the 6 or 7 minute mark.
And pretty much right now you're going to be seeing Yuji though. Kapwan is real close by, but he's able to get that movement buff, able to get away. Nixu, here comes the assist just to provide a little bit of space for their Chang'e. Looking at the items right now, Raptor Machete already secured by the Granger. Both SEI running 3 masks, BSB running 4.
Just funnel as much EXP as they can towards that Kimmy, and funneling a lot of damage towards that Wilson on that Jawhead. But I was supposed to say earlier on, if you've noticed the minimap earlier on, it was BSB just making sure that SCI is nowhere near the turtle. They're forcing everybody away from the turtle so that Kimmy can get the buff, the additional golden EXP for the rest of the team. That's how BSB has been playing the Kimmy.
Dogman. Look at Dogman going in through the wall. Wild charge knocks up Kapwan. Kapwan getting really low, getting chased by Kripzu. Lembot can't get past the turret. You can't get past it. The turret just blocks it. But here comes the rest of BSB for the assist. Kripzu getting really low. The flame shot is a maximum charge hit, but not enough damage. Here comes the rest of BSB chasing after Dogman. There goes the unstoppable force. Dogman able to provide the space just to make sure that the 2 carries get away.
I just gotta say though, Kapwan was microing like a god there. Kripzu's skill shots were not connecting, and he was so close too.
Quick sidestep shimmy.
Doing a little shake and bang.
Well, you're actually doing the crossover, but there goes a wild charge, and there goes the 6th man, the Nightmare. Look at that escape by Shader Cutie. Great use there. My goodness.
That's what I've been talking about. You get a free flicker there.
Oh, no.
But you can't escape that because that's Nada. It's going to hit you in the face. But there goes the Luminous Blast connecting onto Lembot. Lembot dangerous slow. It's going to be forced to flicker out. But there goes Wilson. Wilson's going to
take out Lembot.
And that's going to be the push in for BSB. They're going to try to take down this Stockman player. Not going to happen anytime soon. But Kripzu low on HP. Jiraxu does not have the maximum charge available. Trevor might actually go for it. He's going to dive in. No, he's not that ballsy enough.
Not that ballsy enough. That turret just deterring Trevor's charge to Dogman. Just a lot of the damage dealt out there when they were able to take out, I believe that was Shader Cutie or Kapwan, coming from the Death Sonata and the flame shots. And man,
Diraxo has all the buffs.
All the buffs. And he's level 10, 2-0-1.
And all the EXP and gold is being funneled to Jiraxo at this point.
That 4-man mask.
Level 10 Jiraxo, level 8 Lembo. That's a city away. and he's going to be able to get the turtle. That is a nice attempt by Nixu there to try to steal the lure, but the turtle, I mean. But that's not going to happen because Trevor's doing a good job protecting Jiraxu. And this bottom lane turn is going to go down. And just as I say that, they managed to take down Nixu there. And this might be a clash in the bottom lane.
Good trade there. Tower for a hero. Hero for a tower. Trevor sees out Dockman. Grok. Meanwhile, STI taking down the turret. And Jiraxu, once again, they're in the top lane. Just look how fast that turret is going down. But Dockman able to save it at the nick of time. But he is up against a carry. Will it be enough to try to stop? No, it won't be. That's another turret down for the side of STI. BSB securing it. And Dockman now has to back. Here comes the rest of STI. Nixu and Yuji coming in for the assist. But they won't be able to get close enough. Oh, another buff. Another grab. Jiraxu, man.
Jiraxu has been pretty masterful with that Kimmy so far in this entire series. But as I say that, Fire Stakes are going to be pulling Cap 1 close. Not close enough to dish out a lot of damage, and they're going to be disengaging here. And this is what I like about BSB. They're choosing their fights wisely. They're not reacting to what FCI is throwing at them. They're allowing FCI to just react to them. And look at this. Bottom lane can properly be sieged up because while that's happening, 4-man push here onto Trevor. And Trevor's no doubt going to go down here. And there's not going to be a rotation from BSB because they know that's going to be space created because the mid lane is going to be the primary target. And as well as Nixu, who is going to go down. Flame Shot's not going to connect, but Shider Cutie is going to be throwing out that Nightmare.
Control BSB has here on the map. I feel like a lot of it is coming from the fact that Jiraxu is already level 12. So if STI, as you mentioned, reacts somewhere else, they can just push another lane easily. As long as they protect Jiraxu. Great map control here by BSB. STI having a really difficult time. Yes, they're taking objectives. Even though they're down 2 turrets compared to BSB, they're having a really tough time here because it seems like just when they thought they'd get something, BSB takes something back. And that's what you want.
And they're going to be getting the turtle. Dockman tried to go for the seal, and this is going to be a big team fight. Flame Shot are going to be expended here. There goes the last Insanity. Is it going to be catching 3 people off guard? That's going to be the Nuno Blast connecting on the 2 people in the backline. So Wilson's going to be diving in. Not going to go for the eject, but instead, he did go for the eject there onto them, but Maximum Charge is going to be connecting.
Goodness.
It's just Yuji on his own, and I honestly feel like there's no turning back here for SCI.
Yeah.
At this point.
The fact that Lembot is only 4-2 into end level 10. Jiraxu is level 13, still has 2 buffs on him there. Tough game. I thought they were able to get away, but that maximum charge landing. Jiraxu, feel like got a just sidestepping the rocket. A rocket to the moon, but the moon able to move away. I know the moon doesn't move like. But she's riding a moon. Just give it to me, man.
She's
Dogman
riding
in trouble.
a pseudo moon. It's not the real moon.
It is to her. Don't ruin the dreams of a child, Nomad.
I ruined children's dreams.
Okay, then. Going back into the game. There goes a pause. See, I feel like they heard you. The moment you said that, we get a pause in the game. What are you doing to us, man?
I'm just saying Santa Claus is not real.
Hey, can you stop? He isn't? I'm kidding. Of course I know he's not.
That's not what the kids are watching, no. Santa Claus is not real, ladies and gentlemen.
But what's real right now is that BSB is taking full control of this game. STI, it's the same story from the last game. BSB controlling the map really well, rotating really well, getting the good trades. They will sacrifice a turret, but at the same time, they'll get another turret or get another kill. Their movement here is out of this world, but at the same time, we have to commend Jiraxu. Back-to-back Kimmy games. Really well done. Really well done.
I just want to say, though, that this is still good control from BSB. I mean, they would have rotated to Trevor over the top side earlier on so that they can force out a team fight. But they know for a fact that map control is more important than kills. And they secured the mid lane. And because of that mid lane being secured, and Nixu was the sole person defending that, they got away with a free kill as well. And Kripsu is not going to be getting
Go back to base. Go back home.
I felt that, bro. I felt that in my bones, bro.
Kripsu phone home, man. Get back. That was a maximum charge and a flame shot. And he gets taken down like, what, 90% of his health? This is the world that we live in now, man. Ouch.
Welcome to the Mobile Legends Professional League Season 5, where flame shots hurt everybody.
Jiraxu charging up that maximum charge. Catches off Lembo. Look at that damage. Oh, my goodness.
You know, SCI's lineup If they switched up Yuji with, I don't know, Estes, it would have lasted longer in the team fights than now. I feel like an Estes pick would have worked. But this is not going to work. Knicks are going for the last Insanity.
Just to get away, though.
Just to get away. And Trevor is going to be the front line. It doesn't matter.
Power of nature.
Cap 1 does have the Numinum Blast available. He's going to be waiting for the proper opportunity here. And they are going to be disengaging, waiting for the Lord to march in. Jawhead's going to be pushing the side lanes. And they should actually start pushing the top lane as well. But they are going to be walking with the Lord this time around.
Lord marching down the middle, Dogman charging it up. Here comes the last Insanity just to try to provide a bit of space, but it puts him in a dangerous spot because Cap1 going in with a Numenon Blast to the backline, providing the space that they need, and this Lord goes down really quickly. Great defense here by STI, making the most out of their range here, especially that Meteor Shower coming in from that Chango. Great use, great defense.
I felt like if that Numenon Blast was timed a little bit earlier when they were still up against the turret,
could have been a different story.
A completely different chapter in this story that is the downfall of SCI in this match, because they are really on the back foot. They are reactive to what BSB is doing. They're not looking for openings to get into this game.
Oh, let's see. How is STI going to recover from this if they can? Look at
Trevor
Trevor.
He's
He's going all the way to the back. He doesn't care. Look at him just soaking it up. Meanwhile, there by the turret, Wilson gets Yuji. Yuji gets really low. Unstoppable force. But Wilson goes down. He doesn't care. He gets a kill. That's 1-for-1 now. STI has to be careful, though. They can't really. Oh, my goodness.
Winter Truncheon.
Winter Truncheon saving Cryptzu's life.
Oh, they're going to go for the offensive
Insanity.
here. SCI is going to go for the offensive.
Numenon Blast.
Numenon Blast connecting onto that one guy. That's going to be Dogman going down. That's the tank going down as well. And this is going to be an open mid lane for them. They're just going to be waiting for the minion wave to push in. And Kimmy doesn't even have to have any tanks. Well, now she does because everybody's falling back. But, you know, that was a good call for Wilson to just single out UG and then push everybody back. Just focus all the attention on towards Wilson. It didn't matter that he died because they took a turret off of that.
Yeah, and this is what the story we were talking about BSB earlier. They are willing to trade if they know the trade really does well for them. And that's what we saw. Wilson traded himself, got a kill, and they also got a turret. That's not an even trade. That is a completely one-sided trade. It's like BSB got Kobe, SCI got stuck with
me.
Yeah. Hey, come on, man. Don't put yourself down so much.
I'm not a basketball player, man. I'm a football player.
Really? I didn't know that. So do you main Bruno in this game?
Yes.
Ah, I see. Okay, then. Back into the game. BSB. Oh, Jirax charging up the maximum charge.
Not going to be connecting it to anybody.
Not connecting it, but that is a scary
Trevor
rocket.
gets the stun on the
Nixu.
Nixu, but he does have the Faraga armor. Cap 1 does have the Numenon Blast, but it's not going to be expanding it. Trevor doesn't care, but... Oh, wait, hold up, though. Numenon Blast? Not connecting onto anybody.
Oh, a little bit of a sloppy play that we're seeing here from BSB. Yeah, they take a lot of damage, but STI takes another kill, getting closer and closer to evening out the resource here. BSB, do you think they're getting a little bit cocky? Because that was messy from Trevor.
Very, I wouldn't say it's Trevor. Well, yeah, it is actually Trevor. But yeah, Wilson with the flicker, just evading everybody, but he's not going to be escaping that. But now that's a free kill on the side of SCI because BSB is not going to be converting it into any other objectives, but they are applying pressure here near the bottom lane, the bottom jungle, just so that they can take the Lord without any problems at all.
Yeah, well, if I was STI, I would try to get a pick off first before you go into a full fight here in the Lord Pit, but BSB actually giving up their positional advantage away from the Lord Pit. Maybe they're trying to bait STI into taking that position for themselves, and then they're going to come in. And it looks like that might be what's happening here because Granger now in a much better spot in the back lane, but Dogman is not. He gets caught off with the rest of BSB. There goes a flame shot and another flame shot.
Dogman
is really low. Trevor once again to the back.
Maximum charge not going to be connecting though, just right outside the range. Cap 1 and the rest of BSB, they are going to be applying a lot of pressure. Dogman, despite you flickering out, you're not going to be expecting the projectile that's already on your way.
I feel like that's what we saw there. BSB giving up their positional advantage on the Lord Pit just a little bit. Gave it to STI, but then punished them because they were able to go for the swing around and getting more kills there. And now they can take this Lord uncontested.
But wait a minute. Oh, no, Lemba does not have...
Destinado?
That's not gonna be hitting anyway.
Oh, yeah. Great body block there. Oh, no, but he's in trouble here. He gets a flicker away and also uses the Rondo. Flame shot, dodging it, and he gets away safely. But BSB has the Lord once again next to. Last Insanity being loaded up. Can he get someone? No, he just gets the Nightmare. UG using Meteor Shower, trying to get a little bit more damage done, but not enough. STI once again in the defense here, but I feel like BSB, though, they have to start getting careful because we have been seeing a few sloppy plays from them. Don't count out STI just yet because they have shown that they can make the most out of a mistake from BSB. I'm starting to feel like if they're going to make a mistake here, it might be Trevor. The way that he's moving, really charging into the back line is really aggressive here. And if he's not careful, he might get caught out. And it looks like that's what is happening here. But Crypto getting so much damage, forcing Crypto back. Here comes Wilson. Unstoppable force. Last Insanity use as well. There goes the damage, but here comes a Meteor Shower, giving them the room they need to go on the retreat. But here comes Trevor. Still just with Big Daddy Lord. Dogman taking so much damage from Jirax News. Kimmy getting a lot of damage there, and he needs to heal up. That's another turret down over there in the mid lane. Only the bottom lane turret is up. Looks like BSB are trying to look to end this right now. Lambot taking a lot of damage from the maximum charge. Last Insanity use on Cop One just to provide space, but this is not going to be enough. This is futile. That turret's going down.
Completely futile. And
wild charge!
And I'm lost for words there. Wilson's going to be diving into the backlines, and SCI, they're going to try to defend this, but they don't have enough minions here available, but now they do, and this is going to be a BSB game. It doesn't matter anymore. 2-0 in favor of BSB.
Much better showing there from STI. I have to commend them. They were able to hold on. BSB made mistakes. STI made the most out of them, but that was more of just delaying the inevitable. But I like the moxie that STI showed here. Able to recover, make the most out of a bad situation, but in the end, 2-0 goes to PSB. Even that last set, that was a great wild charge in from the Grok, but at that point, there was just so much damage coming in from the side of BSB that even though with a fantastic set there from Grok's wild charge, not going to be enough, and I feel so much here for STI. They lost their season opener against Blacklist International, and guess who they're facing tomorrow? SGD.
Not going to be an easy feat there. But I still have to commend Wilson there. He did have a lot of plays where it was really questionable. Or I wouldn't say questionable, but risky plays. Risky. Because he was just funneling a lot of attention away from the rest of his team. Just like that one time where the final point where Grok just flickered in, went for the wild charge. If Wilson wasn't in the back lines, just pushing UG and the rest away from Grok, that could have been a turnaround moment for SCI so that they can start marching in towards the mid lane. But then again, there were a lot of plays where Wilson and Trevor was just giving away himself freely towards the team. But that is going to be a 2-0 storyline. We're going to be going on towards our analysts to see what they think about that fight. Take it away.
Tayong dalawa, Yako, na-explore natin yung pagkapanalo ng BSB just because of the natural counters again. Sinabi ko nga, medyo pabor talaga yung draft sa kanila just by the numbers. But I want to ask Midnight, where did it go wrong para sa STI? Kasi ikaw, nakita mo yung win condition ng STI. Pero saan sila nagkamali?
The early game, yung mga naging rotation sila, it's not advantageous for them. And at the same time, sinabi ni Yasuto kanina, they could have played so much more aggressive against the lineup of Kasi napipigilan na nila yung key mid lineup. Unfortunately, hindi lang talaga nila natuloy-tuloy.
We can see yung post-game stats natin. It was quite a very high kill game. Pero ang hindi dito na kontra ng STI is Jerax No 508. Kanina, Yako, parang ML na ML to si Jerax No. Napansin natin. But sino sa tingin mo yung reason kung bakit nanalo yung BSB sa game na yun?
Unang-una, walang pang-abot sa Kimi yung STI.
Okay.
Puro sila long range na. Kaso merong pang-salo naman sa long range na ibibitaw. Yung SS no Changi, tsaka nung apoy ng Valir, kayang saluhin ng Baksha, pati ng Lolita.
Okay.
So, walang no dots yung Kimi talaga.
Definitely, kasi nakita natin na yung lineup ng STI, meron silang damage kung mabababat, kung mahanap nila yung mga hero. But bukod sa fact na maganda yung pwestuhan dito ni Jerax 2, I think nag-play into factor din yung dalawang tanks ng BSB.
Yung SAS na pag pinilit mo talaga yung Kimi, sasaluhin mo yung skill na
yung
Sask.
skill na Zask na alam natin na sobrang kate. You know, gusto ko rin pag-usapan dito, feeling ko kasi ibibigay ko kung may MVP man or may key factor man para sa BSP, nandun sa dalawang tax. Kasi feeling ko ang dami nilang nasagot.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Granger and the Chang'o, sobrang nasagot sila nitong Baksha at nitong Lolita. Na dumating sa point na hirap yung BSB sa simula. Actually, medyo lumalamang yung ST sa una. Pero dahil sa fact na pag nakakuha ng first item yung mga tanks, okay na sila, protektado na yung mga kanilang mga players. You know what? Wanna ask lang before we kind of wrap this thing up. For STI, another loss on their side. This is really, really bad. What do you think should they be changing? Ano yung tingin mo kailangan baguhin dito sa STI overall?
Siguro practice lang ulit. Tapos yung kailangan siguro na lang baguhin yung pinipilit nilang habulin yung mga heroes.
Okay. So medyo nasa in-game decisions sa kanila kailangan ng baguhin. Okay, that's fair. Now, Jarax do ang ating MVP, match MVP with this Kimi. Nakita natin yung napakalupit niyang galawan kanina. Protektado siya. But I think it's also because of the team. What can you say about Jerax? Ikaw, Yako, at a certain point, carry player ka rin ng team. Ano yung nakikita mong strength nitong player na to?
Ano siya, komportable yung laro niya, makikita mo naman kapag galaw niya. Pati yung tanks niya talaga, parang yung communication nila, solid na solid. Lalo na yung kay Trevor, yung pag ganyari gumulong yung back shot, tapos may binangga, kasunod na nun yung SS niya. Ibig sabihin, pabang game pa lang yan, nakapag-usap na sila, SS mo to.
Oh, that's great. Kasi pag masyadong komportable ka nga, yung mga minor plays na mo eh. Yeah.
Tapos pag tinamaan, uwi, tapos objectives. Like pag tinamaan mo yung Granger, bawas yun, halos 3/4 yung mababawas sa kanya. Uwi na yun, objectives ka na.
Alright. This is, you're watching MPL Season 5. Once again, at syempre gusto natin pasalamatan ating sponsors. MPL Season 5 is presented to us by Smart with our official sponsor, Realme Smartphones, and syempre ang ating gaming headset partner, Logitech. And this is presented and organized, by Moonton. I want to say then that this is brought us by, we have our top 5 plays of the series. This is brought to us by Realme. At ano ba sa tingin niyo yung mga pwede natin expect na mga top plays na nakita nyo at least?
Feeling ko karamihan yung Numenon Blast ni Capone nung Game 2.
Very good. Ikaw ba? Ano yung mga outstanding na plays para sa'yo?
Yung Luminum Blast din.
Okay. Or now we're gonna pass it on to our top 5 plays brought to us by Realme.
Still waiting for your epic battle? Wait no more. Make the switch to Smart LTE. And experience greatness with the country's fastest mobile data network.
Fighting Kimmy! Let the weak melt away! Legendary! Double kill! Legendary! Double kill! Triple kill!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Are you game to be great? Now you can with the new Smart Giga Games 99. Get 1 gig data all day, every day for Mobile Legends and more. Game to be great with Smart Giga Games 99.
Only love and night are everlasting.
Hi everyone, our hero in this episode is Cecilion, the Embrace of Night. The more damage he deals, the stronger he becomes. He's also capable of dealing burst damage. Now, follow me and master his gameplay within 3 minutes. In the choice of equipment, we highly recommend this set. While dealing burst damage, Cecilion as a mage also consumes a lot of mana. Therefore, Clock of Destiny, Demon Shoes, and Lightning Truncheon can greatly increase his durability. After obtaining the equipment above, you need to prioritize Concentrated Energy and Blood Wings to enhance Cecilion's survivability during close-quarter combat. Finally, Holy Crystal will be really useful in greatly enhancing his already explosive damage. Each time Cecilion hits a target, his max mana will be increased. Moreover, his skill damage boosts as his mana increases. That's why he gets stronger each time he deals damage. Activate his first skill to increase his movement speed when escaping, chasing after enemies, or simply trying to move quickly. Of course, don't use it continuously as this skill consumes a lot of mana. In the laning phase, Cecilion is quite advantageous as his attack range is very long. After reaching level 2, activate his second skill and then use the first skill to deplete and suppress enemies. It may be a little bit hard for Cecilion to use his first skill alone to hit targets. However, combined with the crowd control effect generated by the second skill, no one can escape. In mid and late game, when teamfights burst out frequently, it is wise for Cecilion to activate his ultimate in advance to slow enemies down. Then he can use combo in sequence with first, second, and then back to first skill again to control enemies and deal sustained damage. Cecilion can deal explosive damage by continuously activating first skill when in team combat. In early to mid-game, Cecilion needs time to farm in order to increase his max mana. Therefore, he can deal more damage and activate his first skill more frequently. So please, be patient during this stage. In late game, when teamfights burst out frequently, please choose a good spot to make full use of Cecilion's long-range attack and crowd control ability. In cooperation with allies, it's easy to snag victory in teamfights. That's all for the new hero. Stay tuned to Road to Mythic and rank up as you wish. See you next episode.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Realme 5i, quad camera battery king, Realme smartphone. Dare to leap.
It's time to go to the NFT show for some fun. We can be good friends, indeed. You know, magic will deeply connect us all. Come on, let's play some games, please.
First blood, double kill. Triple kill, mega kill. Monster kill. Shut down. Legendary. Double
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Still waiting for your epic battle? Wait no more. Make the switch to Smart LTE. And experience greatness with the country's fastest mobile data network.
Still swords run deep. Alone.
Unstoppable! An enemy has been slain!
Upon my blade!
Legendary!
Upon my blade!
Double kill! Legendary! An ally has Your turret has been destroyed. Legendary! Request backup! Are you game to be great? Now you can with the new Smart Giga Games 99. Get 1 gig data all day, every day for Mobile Legends and more. Game to be great with Smart Giga Games 99.
Smell a good powder in the morning. One shot, one kill.
An ally has been legendary. Mega kill! Double kill! Triple kill! Legendary! An ally has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret. Godlike!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Welcome back dito ngayon sa regular season, week number 2 dito ng MPL Season 5. Kasama ko ngayon dito, walang iba si Jerax, no, nakakapanalo lang. Anong pakiramdam to have your very first win dito sa MPL Season 5?
Sobrang happy. Tsaka comment sa team ko. Yun lang.
Ganun lang kasimple dito si Jerax. Pero ito matanong ko lang, sabi kanina ni Captain Capuan, medyo nagpainit lang daw kayo nung first week, medyo hindi maganda yung naging result, pero ngayong week na to, instant 2-0 agad. Ano ang mga naging adjustment? Ano na bago, especially doon sa laro mo about the Kimi?
Siyempre, hindi ko naman magagawa yung mga ganong plays pag hindi kasama yung mga teammate ko na gumagabay.
Teammate. So, chemistry talaga within the team. It's a team effort. Ika nga dito ni Jerax, no? Meron ka bang mga gustong pasalamatan? Meron bang girlfriend ang isang Jerax, no? Wala. Okay. Pero do you have any final shoutouts, lalo na sa mga sumusuporta sa BSB? This is your time.
Shoutout sa sumusuporta sa BSB. Shoutout sa BSB. Shoutout kay Kuya Nick. Shoutout sa PRK tsaka sa DKX. Yun lang.
Yun lang, yun. So, thank you so much. And once again, congratulations, Jerax Nu. Pero syempre, ito, mainit at anticipated yung magiging sunod nating laban. Pero syempre, before we introduce you to the teams na maglalaro dito to our second series, we will be presenting awesome prizes all coming from our sponsor, Smart. Let me go ahead and call on stage. This is a lanyard and t-shirt. Okay, so as I call your name, please proceed dito in front. Kent Neil Alas Daton. Meg Villaflores, our lanyard winners. Alexander Joseph Salonga. Richard Poblete Ballesteros. And last would be John Wilmore Sentinales. Alright, please join me here on stage. Our lanyard winners. And the next names na tatawagin ko will be our shirt winners. It's Yuri John Caranto, Robert Santos Baksal, Josh Steve Saldivar, Michael Docog Novillas, and last would be James Eric Pagikan. Alright, siguro medyo tayo yung sa lanyard on the left, then siguro right na lang yung mga shirts. Sino yung sa lanyards? You guys, eto, get one and pass. Yan, congratulations. And our shirt winners nandito. Guys, take one and pass ulit. Okay. Sige, pahaw. Alright, so siguro just a quick one. Who would like to talk dito about sa lanyard? Anyway guys, if you would like to win more awesome prizes, we have here on the MPL Arena here, the Smart booth. Nandito si Madam Laila. If you also want to take a picture with her, nandyan dito sa right side natin on the booth. Pero dito sa lanyard, do you have kindly thank our sponsor Smart? Your name first.
Ken, thank you so much Smart for this cool and thank you also for giving us good signal connection when we play ML.
Yon. Pero syempre, once again, dito naman, who would like to talk? I think ito si Kuya Okay. Can you thank our sponsor, Smart, for that awesome shirt na binigay dito? Libre lang on the MPL Arena. Kayo rin, mga kaibigan, mga nanonood dyan live. If you would like to win prizes then from our sponsor, please join us here sa MPL Arena Friday to Sunday from 6 p.m. onwards.
Maraming salamat po sa giveaway po ng Smart sa t-shirt na to, and sana marami pa rin pong makanood dito na subaybayan niyo po lagi yung MPL na live po, tapos maging audience din po kayo para manalo din po kayo sa kagaya na itong t-shirts na to. Thank you po.
Maraming salamat, and we will have a photo dito, so huddle up dito sa gitna. Okay? Sige. Alright, thank you. Pero syempre, hindi lang yan ang magiging gift natin or mga prizes natin for today we're also gonna be giving one Realme Buds 2 na hatid ng ating official sponsor na Realme smartphones. Alright. Sino nga kaya? Alright. Do we have here on the MPL Arena, Mark Joseph Pinpin? Come here, young man. Sa gitna. Congratulations. Okay. Okay, so you'll be winning this awesome Realme Buds 2. Okay, so thanks naman for our official sponsor na Realme.
Thank you sa Realme. Thank you rin sa Moonton.
Yun. Kamusta naman ang experience dito joining us on the MPL Arena?
Malamig.
Malamig. Okay, so just a photo lang. Alright, so now we're about to introduce you ngayon sa team na maglalaro for our second series. This team had a rough start during week 1 against U-Level. But coming more determined ngayong second week ng MPL regular season. Let's go ahead and introduce you to Geek Fam. Introducing Jayo, May, Exhort, Curtizy, CKTD, their captain himself, Why Not, and Coach Vash. At sa makakalaban naman ngayon ng Geek Fam, this one had a head-to-head battle sa powerhouse na Bren Esports, our defending champion, coming all the way from MPL Season 4. Let's give it up for Sunsparks! Introducing Renzio, Kilowash, JP, Raf Lisha, Kiel VJ, Captain Greed, and their coach, Leather Goods. Alright, so I think we'll go ahead and start dito to Coach Bash. Okay, siguro just a quick one lang. Medyo hindi naging maganda ang start ng Geek Fam on the first week. Ngayon, coming on the second week, especially ngayon, medyo mabigat. Defending champion Sunspark, ano ang mga naging preparation ng Geek Fam on this match?
Actually, nireview lang namin yung mga past games, and siguro nung day 1, masyadong pressured lang dahil day 1 first match ang MPL So yeah, sobrang pressured sila nung time na yun. Ngayon, I think ready naman na sila.
Parang katulad sa BSB, medyo nagpainit lang muna. That's according to Coach Bash. At yun yung aabangan natin. Pero let's go ahead. Thank you so much, Bash. Ngayon naman pakinggan natin. This is also the team na medyo nagkaroon din ng rough start but they had a good battle against Bren Esport. Kasama natin ngayon dito, Captain Greed. Ano ang naging preparation nyo ngayon coming on this game laban sa Geek Fam?
Pinanood lang namin yung laro namin kung saan kami nagkamali. Tsaka tinignan namin yung meta ngayon. Tas yun, nakahabol naman
Nakahabol na sa meta ngayon ang Sunspark. Yan ang ating aabangan. But to officially start the match, let's have a handshake in between the players and the coaches dito. Geek Fam versus Sunsparks. And to know more about the details about these two teams, I will be handling you over to our panel, Midnight, Leo, and our panel host, Wolf. Take it away.
Thanks so much, Rob. This is another interesting match. Nakita na ulit natin ang Sunsparks now up for vengeance up against very hopeful na team na tayo na makikita, which is Geek Fam. But before that, of course, this is MPL Season 5, brought to us by our sponsors, presented to us by Smart, our official sponsor, Realme Smartphones, our official gaming headset partner, Logitech, at syempre, organized by Moonton. And I have two happy men here. How you doing, boys? Parang masaya, parang unlike ng mood mo ngayon, Leo,
Enjoy it, man. It's championship weekend, you know. Every game feels like a championship game, and of course, we came from BSB versus STI. Even though it was a 2-0, feeling ko talaga it could have gone either way, and a lot of people are rooting for STI. But this coming up next is going to be Geek Fam versus Sunsparks.
Yes.
Both also coming from losses. Excited, and that's why I'm so happy.
Medyo isa-isayin natin dito. Sunsparks and Geek Fam, ang layo nung mga ina-expect natin na performance nila from their previous week. Because we thought that Sunsparks, they are gonna retain their championship status, diba? But again, medyo mahirap naman yung lane na nakalaban nila. Geek Fam, isa ding team na ina-expect ng tao na mag-overtake or mag-take over, dito sa MPL Season 5. Because we know that Geek Fam, before MPL Season 5, nananalo sila ng championships on tournaments outside of MPL. What happened in there?
I think they're quite behind the meta here for Geek Fam PH. Hindi naman natin sinasabing talagang out of meta. Talagang hindi na talaga sila nakakasabay dun sa mga kalaro nila dito sa MPL.
And this is Geek Fam PH. If you don't know, that's Cartesi, CKTT, Why Not, Exhort, May, and Gio. This team is, sabihin na natin out for blood. Yun yung gusto nating yun naramdaman natin before MPL Season 5 happened. But it seems like medyo na-stumble yata agad sila sa kanilang first week. What happened there, Leo? You were able to host or, analyze the game as well.
I think their first matchup against ULVL, that was a welcoming match for the newcomer, the rookie in our league. And tama yung sinabi ni Prof B. Last week, he said that these two teams, Geek Fam and U-Level, since they have had some experience outside of the MPL, may expect mo sa kanila na yung draft nila is, sabihin natin, exotic.
Okay.
Or medyo pushing the boundaries, kumbaga. And I think they faced U-Level on a level, no pun intended, that they were not ready for. And because of that, I think medyo may gulat factor.
Yeah.
And since then, it's been a week since we last saw them in the battlefield.
Yeah.
Baka nakapaghanap na sila ng resolve. Bagong, sabihin nating, mindset. And hopefully against Sunsparks, it comes in.
That's what I think na nangyari din sa Geek Fam. It seems like they're not ready to face that U-Level. Kasi in all due fairness para sa U-Level, sobrang kakaiba, sobrang exotic nga nung pinakita nilang strategy in their previous series. This time, they might be ready for it. However, this is not a team that you just can take games away from. This is Sunsparks. MPL Season 4 champions, yes, surely, di sila nanalo sa Bren Esports. But we know that this team is already, Bren Esports, is already a team na talagang nakakatakot. Dahil sa restructure, after MPL Season 4, we see them with gold medalists to their name na talagang nakakatakot naman. But Sunsparks, let's look back on what we can expect from this team. That's Kiluwash, Greed, JP, Fleshak, KLVJ, Renjo, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think I heard it right. Leather Goods is their coach.
Ooh, grabe May bigat na dala yung Sunsparks dito. Pero I think one thing that we have to look forward sa roster ng Sunsparks is yung stability ng roles nila. All of the players on this roster talagang capable. Ito yung team na pag tinignan mo, super stable, pero they're really upping their performance. Kumbaga, yung games na ilalaro nila, may ine-expect ang performance sa kanila. Pero it's over and beyond. Yun yung binibigay nila. Again, it's quite unfortunate that they lost against Brent Esports. Pero it was a clear showing na talagang malakas yung dalawang team. Unfortunately, siguro mas naging handa lang yung Brent Esports sa ginagawang playstyle ng Sunsparks. One thing that I've noticed about Sunsparks is ito yung naging critical sa victory ng Brent Esports. They're still running the same thing. Kung ano yung pinatakbo nila last time, kung ano yung Sunsparks, yun pa rin yung nakikita natin hanggang ngayon. And that might be the poison na pwedeng gamitin ng Geek Fam. Kasi pinag-usapan natin dito, dalawang behind, it's just a matter of skill and execution.
You mentioned two things, di ba? You mentioned one that Bren got the upper hand last week and medyo luma yata ang dinadala ng Sunsparks dito. Meron akong counter-argument dyan. Gusto ko lang i-bring up na this is a chance for us to see a new Sunsparks.
Yeah.
They're taking some experienced players from other teams, other championship-winning teams. You know, you have Greed from Onyx PH. You have Kiluwash from Archangel. And I think this week, baka may bago na silang madala. And I think last week also, parang sabihin natin nabiktima sila ng law of means. Ano ibig sabihin nun? It means
law of means, grabe.
As long as things happen and tuloy-tuloy lang ang nangyayari, may average na may mag-average out yan eh. And Sunsparks has been winning. Diba? They've been on top of this esports world for the longest time. And better that they lose here and now than later on during the playoffs.
We always say na if you do lose, meron ka din matututunan. Then, hopping into the draft for the game number 1 of this best of 3 series between Geek Fam and Sunsparks. Pero bago yan, medyo meron lang akong takeaway dun sa mga sinabi nyo din about Sunsparks. Kasi we felt na meron silang, hindi pala we know that there's a new player in town, Kiluwash. And napanood ko kasi yung podcast nyo nung nakaraan this week. And I do agree, Kiluwash seems to be a nice fit for Sunsparks. It seems like nothing happened after the loss of Renzo, if I'm not mistaken.
Renzo now being the sixth man.
Yes.
It's like Kiluwash was there all along.
Parang ganun lang nangyari. And does that mean that this will translate still sa draft? Kasi I always feel that Kiluwash, whenever he is part of a team, laging merong offlaner na solid, na malakas yung farm and can easily like shove lanes. Ito yung strategy niya eh. Hindi 4 protect 1 eh. Parang 1 away from 4. Parang ganun.
It's a choice, an active choice.
Yes. How do you feel about that?
I think it does affect the overall performance of Sunsparks. Kasi if you think about the hero pool of Renzo and Kiluwash, I would say Kiluwash has a wider range kumpara kay Renzo. What I mean by that is medyo ironic kasi si Kiluwash kapag umahawak siya ng bagong hero, it fails to perform. Pero kapag naggamay niya na yung hero na yun, it's always up to the expectation. Yun nga sinasabi natin, even beyond pa. Kung yung sinet mo expectation sa kanya. We saw that yung show niya last week. Sobrang ganda ng performance na deliver niya for Sunsparks. They were able to clinch a victory against Bren Esports. And kapag nagtuloy-tuloy yun, it's gonna give a foothold for Sunsparks na may pangahawakan sila. Guys, may solid tayong offlaner. We don't have to worry about that.
And speaking of solid offlaners, I always feel that May also meshes well with Geek Fam na medyo kagaya din ang playstyle ni Kiluwash. May is also like a farming offlaner. Napapanood natin before sa execration, nagiging successful sila pag sobrang daming items na nabubuo ni May. And I think that is also a way for them to kind of answer Kiluwash at this point. So, ngayon, mukhang interesting ang magiging offlane matchup natin. But now, we need to hop into the draft, boys. Kufra is not something na nakikita na natin ngayon sa first week. Napapailing dito si Midnight. Why Midnight? Bakit medyo napapailing ka dito?
Well, walang grok. Sunsparks themselves banned out the hero and they picked up the Kufra. The natural answer to that is the Nana for Geek Fam. Even though walang Geek sila mismo nagban. And there you go, carry every pick nila. Pero surprisingly, they paired it up with the show. Nagnanakawan talaga sila ng offlane dito. Usually kasi kapag ganyan yung nakikita nating draft, Kufra opener, ang sagot dyan is either Digi Nana or Carry Nana. Pero this time, Geek Fam PH opted to go for the choke.
And I think what Geek Fam is doing here, natuto na sila from last week, they don't want to play their opponent's game. Ayaw nila sumagot. And being in the second slot here in the red side, this is their chance to show us that our draft does not have to always counter the opponents. We are not a counter puncher. This is our game, and I think setting is up strong. Again, you mentioned May being very strong in the offlane. Pwede to carry and show. Pero Sunsparks,
going back to what works, I guess. Pero I liked it. I like that idea. Kasi lagi ngang iniisip, ano ba talaga yung counter sa hero na to or sa strategy na to? Maybe the counter is to not counter. Just establish yourself, stand your ground, and maybe win the match. And I think Geek Fam PH, yun yung pinakailangan nila dito. Because no matter what happens, this is Sunsparks. They have Coach Leathergoods, they have good coaching staff. Maraming strategies yan. Hindi ever mo maka-counter as a champion.
I like that.
Kaya hindi ever. Kaya kailangan mong gawin is to just stand your ground.
Okay, lahat ng sinabi nyo tinapon ng Geek Fam. They still opted to go for the Nana. I would actually disagree with the Nana pick. I like the Lilia better. Ito pumapasok na yung sinasabi nyo kanina na you don't have to necessarily counter the hero. You can counter the nature or the playstyle na ginagalawan ng lineup nila. This is something that SGD has been doing for quite some time. Sabi ni Dale, hindi mo kailangan rektahin kontra yung hero. Kapag kinontra mo yung ginagawa niya, nasa-shutdown yung buong lineup. Like for example, if you have a Kimi, you draft a Terizla. I-hold mo lang yung push niya and opt to go for the team fights. Now, with the Nana pick ng Geek Fam PH dito, they're still going for the counter play. Pero remember, tinatanggalan din nila ng Nana yung Sunsparks. Pero I do really like the Lilia better over the Nana kasi magkakaroon sila mas mataas na wave clear over the Nana.
Tama ba yung nakikita ko? Parang may parang may pasayaw-sayaw dito sa gilid
Masaya siya.
Ang pinakamabait nating tropa. Walang bias-bias, Manjin. Pinakamabait nating tropa. Gusto ko yung sinabi mo dito about Geek Fan PH, tinanggalan nila ng Nana yung kanilang kalaban para, just to be comfortable, I guess. But with Lilia, is this what they're looking for, Geek Fan PH? Kasi feeling ko, ang gandang niyang in-a-way combo with Nana. Imagine the damage output na meron sila. Tapos, meron silang playmaker. I kind of feel na this might be too over the top, yung Lilia and Nana. Parang ang dali niyang, like imagine, if hindi tumama dito yung mga skill shots ng Nana at ng Lilia, ang hirap niyang saluhin.
Well, to be honest, it's not always a skill shot. Itong Chikiting squad, let's call it the Chikiting squad on the side of Geek Fam.
Oh, wow!
Picking up here an interesting Natalia. Let's talk about, yun nga, yung dalawa muna, si Lilia at saka si Nana. Molina here will chase its target. So technically, hindi siya skill shot.
Okay.
And then her ult is quite bursty. Plus. So medyo win more. I agree that it might be an overload. But I think Sunsparks picking up the Uranus, that might be, more of an argument.
Okay.
I was actually gonna say na Geek Fan PH won the draft with the Lilia and Nana pick magkasunod. I'm surprised na hindi nga binan ng Sunsparks yung Lilia. Pero with the last pick, Natalia on the side of Geek Fam, tapos may Claude Uranus sa side ng Sunsparks, medyo nakakailang kasi kukulangin kayo ng damage early game.
And you know what? Natalia is a hero that would naturally be on the side of Sunsparks, knowing that Greed is playing it. But enough of that. Let's quickly ask you guys, sino sa tingin nyo ang mananalo? I'm gonna start with myself. I think I'm gonna favor Sunsparks here with Uranus in a way. Lalo doon sa sinabi mo, last pick. How about you, Leo?
I don't like the support Natalia. I'm not sure if it's a support Natalia, but that's what most likely it is. So I will go with Sunsparks. It's a safer lineup.
Okay.
Yeah, 3-0 tayo Sunsparks.
3-0. So far, unanimous from the panel. Let's see what the casters think.
It's Reptar and Swarly coming at you for this Game 1 between Geek Fam and Sunsparks. All the teams that have played today weren't able to win last week. So let's see if
very hungry for their first win of MPL Season 5. And I really want to give notice to this Natalia pick. It has a 100% win rate because it's only been played once. Yes, yeah. Blacklist International. They made it work, but that was with the Ling.
Yeah, the
Ling. So who will be the Natalia partner here? Because Natalia has to CC someone. It's Assassin's Instincts with the silence. She's all about that. So let's see if they make it work. Geek Fam, they have a bit of cheese in mind. Let's see if it will pull through for them today.
And yeah, we got to point out what the panel said. This might be a support Natalia. And as much as we want to not seem super biased, not one-sided, I'm liking Sunsparks draft here a little bit more, but we'll see, man.
You just made it for is the one with the panel right there, No bias whatsoever, all for Sunsparks, but let's make it a bit fun. I am pulling for Geek Fam in this one.
You're pulling it for Geek Fam.
Yep.
Okay, for you though, who in Geek Fam are we gonna watch out for here? Who is the key here for Geek Fam?
Who is gonna be? I think particularly it has to be whoever is gonna be playing this Natalia right now because all eyes will be on that Natalia. Obviously a cheese pick. Let's see if it works out.
Yeah, the question is, will this Natalia pick work out? And because, last week, as we mentioned, it was paired up with the Ling. That combo worked there beautifully. That's one of the key questions.
It was like
here.
a match made in heaven.
Yeah,
right now,
made in heaven.
who will be the Romeo to the Natalia this time around? That is the question on everyone's mind.
Is that the new ship now? Because we have the Sicilian and Carmilla official
Yeah,
ship.
let's see. Natalia's still looking for the one.
For the one.
that will make her whole.
What if it's you? Oh, wait, we're talking about fictional characters.
Yeah, we're talking about fictional characters here. I do not live in the land of Dawn, but I live there in my mind and spirit.
For Sunsparks, though, Geek Fam really has to watch out for 3 players that played really well against Brand Esports. That's JP, Kel, VJ, and of course, Kilowash.
Kilowash is always going to be... He's that space creating, farming offline monster. And Kel VJ... 2 years ago in MPL Season 3, he was the wonder kid to watch out for. Now, almost 2 seasons wiser.
Yeah.
Let's see if KillVJ will finally live up to his potential, which people are saying time and time again was never ever realized.
Man, I feel like with his performance last season, I feel like it's already been realized. But the question is now, has he hit his peak or is there something more?
Is there more magic? Is there more KillVJ magic in our minds and hearts that we want to see?
Yeah, and the reason why I wanted to turn the attention to Kel VJ here was last week against Bren Esports. He was sort of iffy, more on because Bren did a really good job of canceling him out. So that's one of the key things here that Geek Fam should try to focus on. If they will probably have a hard time trying to take down Kilowash, he's a really slippery player. He knows how to handle the side lanes really well.
Yep. Very good map awareness.
Very great map awareness. And for one of the difficult things that Kel VJ faces is sometimes he has a little bit of issues with somewhat stretching or not really respecting the ability of his opponents to dive. So just when he thinks he's safe, he's not. So Kel has to watch out for that, and that's something that Geek Fam can really make the most out of.
Yeah, mechanically, Kel VJ is definitely up there. But yeah, it's his mentality as a player. Yeah, we can say he's still a young dude, but you know, you've been playing in the MPL for a while, so we expect more discipline from you, especially in this season.
And let's see how that's going to go. Especially, you have Reflesher here on his signature Kufra. It seems like every season, you always just see Reflesher
on
playing
that
the
Kufra. Yeah. Low win rate, high win rate, he don't care. Season 5, Kufra, very low win rate, by the way. Very highly contested, many games, but around 30-40% win rate. Far from ideal for the Egyptian guy god thing.
Yeah. Egyptian god guy. Yeah,
let's call him that because Kufra is not officially an Egyptian god mythology per se.
It's just the lore. But over there in the top lane, we're seeing the one-on-one between Kilowash and May here. They switched roles. Last week, it was May who played Uranus twice against upper level, and now he's playing, it's Kilowash playing Uranus, and May actually playing the Cho, but they get cut off by the Abyssal Arrow.
But no, follow up. Just too early for a tower dive, says Sunsparks. Top lane. Kilowash will just actually be going home. Oh, that was a very weird, like, why are you going to go home with so much HP? That's what I thought. But yeah, he probably decided, yeah, this is not a good idea, JP, just farming up the mid lane. And Natalia actually soaking the mid lane XP as well over here from CKTD. And CKTD is a core player, so this is a core Natalia.
Oh, Reflesher just checking the bush, trying to get someone with the Tyrant's Revenge there, getting no one. Bottom lane, getting pressured here by Sunsparks. Middle lane.
You agreed. He wants to be patient, but CKTD wanted to go for the rotation, but a bit too deep for Sunsparks. Still, no first blood drawn in these early minutes.
And meanwhile, the top lane, I gotta point out the caution that May brought out here. Uranus was going into the back to cut off the lane, and he felt that May was thinking, am I gonna get sandwiched here? Am I gonna get picked off here? So he just went back home and played
the way of the dragon onto Natalia. That was not the way of the dragon.
A little bit too excited there, but CKTD gets taken out over there. 1-0 now. That was a kill there by Greed. Great catch there by the Abyssal Arrow.
The knock-up got me confused there, you know?
Yeah, I thought so too. Like, was that the way?
Yeah, that looked like May was A up there. Did they improve Way of the Dragon to global range?
Yeah.
All of a sudden?
Oh, there the wild charge is, but the arrow.
Oh,
why not?
Why not? But
he's really.
He's left for dead. Oh wait, no, he's still alive. A sliver. Living on a prayer, why not? Ooh. They procced his passive though. They procced his passive. Procking the Nana's passive is as good as a kill.
And man, Sunsparks really trying to get Why Not there, using the flame shot, maximum charge, all missing. Why not getting away?
Yeah, man. Ultimates. Throw all ultimates and the kitchen sink, as they like to say it.
Sunsparks going for the invade there on the buff.
Oh, but there we go, Rafflesia. Just zoning them out won't be too successful. Still a very close game, 300 gold separating these two teams.
Cautious play here.
Okay, Uranus, he knows this is going on. He's in the area, but he's not going to be able to do anything. He's by his lonesome. Kilowash will show, but yeah, he's fine. That's a Uranus. He's super tanky.
Oh, gets caught off by the Abyssal Arrow.
Oh, Kilowash still thinking about it. Where is the re-engage here from the Sunsparks? Kilowash still poking at May. Do you really want to go up against me? And May finally backs off. They don't have enough damage. No way, nowhere close to enough damage to kill a Uranus this early.
And this is what I like about the Uranus pick going up against Cho, because that really stops the aggression and pressure that Cho puts on the lane if you put the Uranus against it, because Uranus can just soak up a lot of
An
damage.
actual wall.
An actual
Actual
literal
wall,
wall.
yeah.
And that is sort of wrecking the flow here of Geek Fam, because they're not getting a lot of rotations and help coming in from May. Meanwhile, Sunsparks taking down this bottom lane turret, getting really low, but they're pushing them back. Reflesh are getting chased, bouncing ball just to get away, and he is fine, as you said.
He is definitely fine. The moment the tower protection, the third protection went down, KillVJ just went to work. Greed over here in the mid lane. We'll be poking at that one. CKT, the arrow won't connect, but the knock up the way of the dragon into the turret range will be enough. Greed will be punished for his, greed.
Great assist there. Oh, but meanwhile, Kimmy gets caught out too. That's 2 down for the side of Sunspark. Reflection with the Tyrant Stage, but that's a double kill. A little bit too greedy. And it looks like
3 kills across the map for Geek Fam PH. You doubt Geek Fam, and they're hungrier now because of it, you know. 4-0 for Sunsparks, not on our watch, not on Vash's watch.
Great showing here by Geek Fam. That was a wonderful way of the dragon into the cold-blooded straggling.
The perfect angle, under turret range as well.
Yeah, that was assist. He kicked him right into the ult of Natalia. Beautiful job there by Geek Fam, and they're doing really well against the defending champions. Kilowatt now feeling the pressure, but he is able to take the first turret of the game there in the top lane. Oh, sorry, the second turret of the game in the top lane.
KTD so far still pretty forgettable on this Natalia. Still a pretty greedy hero. Most of the time, that's why she's not a hero that is usually up there in conversation.
Abyssal Arrow gets thrown in, but not hitting anyone. Sunsparks now have the positional advantage over there.
Okay, they know Turtle is here. They also know that Selena scouted them out. Can they go for this? Turtle has been slain. The carry got it, but is it worth it? The blazing do it. It's doing so much damage. Exort will fall in just a bit. No, not yet. A sliver. He's alive. No, but the maximum charge for maximum damage from KillVJ is going to be enough to secure that one. You take our Turtle. We take your lives!
Sunsparks pissed off. They take 2 lives away from Geek Fam, and oh no, May a little bit too cocky there, trying to get a pick off, but he gets killed instead.
Natalia left between a rock and a hard place, but yeah, you have the movement speed. Sneaky thief. Natalia is.
Sneaky.
So
but KillVJ just trying to look for him.
Okay. They don't sniff him out. No, he's thinking about he wants to go for the re-engage. Is it gonna be enough? CKDD, do you have the damage? No, you are punished. You go for KillVJ. You will pay the price. You don't have enough damage.
And that's what you were saying earlier, Natalia. A little bit of a greedy
pick he's a greedy hero. He got the bounty hunter as well for CKDD. Maybe if that was a high and dry, it could have been another story. But yeah, CKTD.
Just not enough damage at that moment. The flame shot getting blocked by Reflesh. A great block there on that flame shot.
Will be dodged here. Top lane is just going to be taken out by Uranus. Still just Uranus and Cho living in their own worlds. It's our duel. We don't care about anyone else.
And right now, that is a duel that Kilowatt is winning because of the pressure he's applying to the top lane. Meanwhile, there, May and Kilowatt one-on-one. But Kilowatt doesn't know that Geek Fam's there. Gotta play it safe. Flame shot just to check it out.
Exor with the mind games, the emote in your face, Kilowatt. I know you're in there. I'm feeling safe. I have my shoes.
He has her. She has her J's.
Yeah.
Her Lilia J's.
Yep.
Lilia Air Force Ones.
Top tier kicks right there.
Top tier kicks, exactly. Meanwhile, Sunsparks going in for another steal here. Will they be able to get it? Oh, they do get the steal on the blue buff.
Blaze into it. Where's the damage? It's going to be enough. Carry is just going to pop Exort to follow. Raflesia will survive on a sliver of health even. And Sunsparks right now just punishing Geek Fam for their bad rotations around the map. 3,000 gold lead now in favor of Sunsparks. 3-0-2 on a Claude with Bounty Hunter. Which is like, you just gotta be feeling good if you're JP right now.
Yeah, and we also gotta commend here KillVJ. It's the day of the Kimmy. Kimmy, all day, we saw it in the last game, has done wonders here. May getting caught off, getting chased by Kilowatt. She'll be able to get away though. He is fine. Sunsparks though, they are controlling the map and controlling the game. Geek Fam, don't count them out yet, but...
May, would you have to wait Dragon? He had it, but he waited so long for the kick and he got a bad angle for it. He hesitated. You know, that's what happens if you have the perfect angle. Ooh, but Natalia. Oh, why not? We'll follow. Do you want to be here? Arrow won't connect here. Why not? We'll be fine. But CKTD, the juicier kill for Sunsparks will be taken out. Turtle. No contest whatsoever for Geek Fam. They're just gonna watch.
Yo, can you check if Geek Fam has their maximum charge magnets on? Because it seems like every maximum charge that KLVJ just throws in lands on someone and gets a kill. Dude, that's probably, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's 3 maximum charge kills from afar, throwing it to the wind.
Maximum distance, maximum charge. You know, that's when you
effort.
say, Kobe.
Kobe, exactly.
That's when you say Kobe, my friend. And KLVJ, no, you don't say Kobe, we say KLVJ.
KLVJ. It doesn't have the quite the
No,
same
it doesn't have this. Still, let's go with Kobe.
Yeah, we can drag it on like, yeah. We can stick with that.
Yeah, we'll stick with Kobe.
Meanwhile, here, a 6K goal lead for Sunsparks. Geek Fam having a hard time, and the pressure is on. Sunsparks looks like they're going to be forcing 18 front. Oh, look at the damage!
Arrow almost connected onto me. That was a joke. That Joe was a deer in the headlights in that moment.
Yeah, 2 flame shots hitting JP, bring him down to 50% health. If that arrow hit from Selena, May would have been down. So much damage coming in from the maximum charge on this Mage Emblem Kill VJ.
Easy wants to try and poke at Kill VJ, but Raflesia, he is gonna be he's gonna protect that Kill VJ Kimmy with his life every single time.
And this is the difficult thing about the lineup of Geek Fam. They don't have the soak. Oh no, meanwhile they get stunned. Why not? And dangerously low
Blazing Duet over near the base. They don't care. The respect is definitely out there. And the maximum charge. Another Kobe for Kill VJ Exort. You wanna stay? We're gonna burn you. But Kilowash, he's falling low, but really, where is the damage from Geek Fam? It's just not there right now. 10 minutes in. You have a Natalia. You have a carry.
Oh, Flasher just jumping
You have a Lilia. But where's your damage?
No damage at all, and they don't have anyone to soak in all the damage coming in from KLVJ and JP. The Blazing Duet, the maximum charge, and actually what got... Oh no,
the arrow was connected. Nana, was Nana there? I don't think so.
Oh, Nana. See ya.
Kilowash doesn't care. You know what? That's the difference between Sunsparks. They don't have that real frontliner for Geek Fam. Joe, yes, you can be fairly tanky, but you know, not when you have an assassin emblem.
Nope. And this is
this is gonna be
really bad.
The last legs for Geek Fam, and they're gonna get even more legs for the Sunsparks offense with the Lord. So
4 more legs.
4 more legs. So Geek Fam, what can you do? They're not gonna be able to contest this. Hopefully, you know, will Lord go to the bot lane as Sunsparks are praying for right now? That is the question, but I don't think it matters even.
It probably won't. JP just going in with the BMI. Another flame shot, great block there by Exor, protecting their member over there. Meanwhile, they're going to be stealing the red buff, and this is a problem with Geek Fam's lineup. They don't have the soak, they don't have the tank, and if you were going to go for this, end it early and cancel out that KLVJ Kimmy or the Claw or JP on Claude, but they weren't able to do that.
They were not, and they were trying to go for Kilowash, but you know, even like 2 minutes, 3 minutes into the game, they even made rotations to try and kill Kilowash, but just unkillable on that Uranus.
And right now, it seems like Geek Fam is just delaying the inevitable, and this Natalia pick is questionable. Looks like they're going to be trying to end it here. Sunsparks going in for the end game. The Lord knocking down in the middle.
Lord just got distracted there. Oh, creeps.
Look at the damage.
Maximum damage right there from the maximum charge of Flasia. No one's spoken, but Uranus will finally drop here. Natalia over in the bot lane. Nice knockout from May, but the Blazing Duet over in the back lane. May will fall. So much more damage, but the Exor will also fall. Why not is falling very low, but they don't really care anymore because we are just gonna go for the win. Game 1 in very convincing fashion. Sunsparks, take it away.
Very convincing fashion indeed. I gotta give it up to Geek Fam though. They had a really great early game. They showed up. They had a bit of control in terms of winning the skirmishes and getting the key kills, but they weren't able to control the objectives. And the key thing here, if you have a lot of assassins, if you have the Natalia, if you have the Cho, and look, alternate versions of us once again, but you really have to stop the Kimmy from leveling it up. It seems like they weren't able to stop the Kimmy. Natalia tried that one time, but was just completely negated, and KLVJ just ran amok, and the day of Kimmy continues again. So far, Kimmy undefeated today. Wow.
Undefeated Kimmy, and obviously we also have to give props to Raflesia on that Kufra because they just made it impossible. You'll never be able to go an inch within my queen, the Kimmy.
And of course, Sunsparks, they flipped a switch at one point. It seems like at the start they were a bit iffy, but then suddenly they just flipped a switch and everything was just firing the way they wanted to do it.
All cylinders, definitely, just like the maximum charge. And I think where everything went bad on the flip side for Geek Fam was when Natalia, CKTD, thought
he could get the
could
Kimmy.
solo
Yeah.
kill that Kimmy, but there was just no much damage. When you give a Kimmy that solo kill, your assassin who you're supposed to be racking up the kills, especially with the bounty hunter emblem, no less. It was just gonna be, it was really painful. It was just a shot in the gut.
Shot in the gut, but let's see what our analysts think. Let's bring it over to them.
Did look in favor of Sunsparks. As predicted, 3-0 unanimous. Pero kasi naman, kitang-kita naman yung resulta ng draft. From the start, it was very hard for Geek Fam na makahanap ng pwesto nila din sa mapa. Kasi literally, they are being run over by Sunsparks. Is that what you guys expected, Leo and Midnight?
Earlier on, it seemed like kumakasa yung lineup ng Geek Fam. And again, that's a lot of early damage coming in from the Nana and the Lilia. At yung Natalia, yung utility niya, just coming out on the map, being invisible here on CKTD. Looking at the stats, it had some effect, at least up until the 3 or 4 minute mark.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they got overloaded with damage looking at how much here Sunsparks put on the table.
And yung dalawang marksmen dito ng nakita natin from Sunsparks, untouched almost. I think LVJ only died once, pero almost patapos na rin yung laban na yun.
Yeah.
We are gonna see the highlights, the story of the game. Midnight, talk us through this. Ano ba nangyari? Anong ginawa ng Sunsparks?
Sunsparks, they ran the classic gaming game. Naging normal yung mga rotation nila dito. Geek Fam PH, medyo may expect mo yun. Nalalamang sila pagdating ng mid-game kasi they have the Lilia. Mas mataas yung wave clear potential nila dito against Sunsparks. And if you look at the damage output sa dalawang lineup nito, medyo mas mataas yung sa Geek Fam PH. Kasi yes, may Kimi, may Selena, and ang daming flame shot sa side ng Sunsparks. Pero everything has to land on the side of Sunsparks. Now, Geek Fam PH, pwede nilang i-run yung stable na mid-game na nagpo-farm, nag-clear ng wave, hayaan mo makapag-farm yung carry. Pero naturally kasi, if yung Claude mo, iwan mo lang, walang catch sa side ng Geek Fam PH. Dito na tayo nagmumukhang pogi yung mga analyst. Kasi kung ano yung, gusto ko na nga yung trabaho. Kasi kung ano yung sinasabi natin sa draft, yun na rin yung nangyayari. Yun yung ina-execute ng mga teams natin. Sunsparks executed this game like they had the perfect Claude game.
It's not like naging ganun din yung resulta para sa Geek Fam PH because I think that their cores and even yung support dito ng Geek Fam PH did not make it easy for Curteasy to farm. I think nakita natin hirap na hirap siya makapag-farm. Sunsparks really steamed roll over Geek Fam PH and I would say na feeling ko naman agree kayo dito, draft issues talaga.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely para sa Geek
This
Fam.
was a perfect Claude game.
I don't know how to feel about the Natalia. I mean, as a last pick, again, we keep saying, merong strength that comes into that last pick. But as we see here, JP as the MVP in this matchup, na-enable siya sobra. Parang walang humahabol sa kanya.
Yeah, actually, close call to between for me, at least for me, close call between JP and KelVJ. Hashtag the king. Sabi nga ni Kuya Manjin. You know what? I think that deserving pa rin si KelVJ because the way na naging problem yung Kimi. I think it was a total problem for the side of Geek Fam PH. Kaya rin hindi nila nasagot si JP kasi meron pa silang unang problema which was the Kimi.
At hindi nila mapasok.
Yeah, I actually disagree with the match MVP dito. Medyo nagdepende tayo sa numbers. It was all Kimi's game nung game na yon. Yes, it's a perfect Claude game. JP kapag nilaro niya na maayos yun, kahit sinong player na ilagay mo doon sa rule na yon, magagampanan nila yung perfect Claude game. Pero the Kimi was able to sustain. Parang, pare Chong, relax ka lang. Farm ka lang dyan. Ako bahala sa game.
Yeah, and KelVJ found himself in very dangerous situations. Part of the highlights kanina, hinahabol siya ni CKTD. They were both at half health. Pero yun nga, na-outplay ng ating Kimi dito, KelVJ, the king, showing us exactly how much he deserves MVP. But it could have gone either way.
Yeah. Now we will see game number 2 pretty soon. Malapit tayo dun sa ating draft. What should change this time? Or I think that we have to think about this as a reset for Geek Fam PH. Ano ngayon yung kailangan mo sa Sunsparks? The way I see Sunsparks, wala naman masyadong nagbago sa kanilang overall strategy compared to the previous week. Geek Fam PH, what should they be picking now?
I think they have...
Aside from not Natalia.
Well, they have to go for a lineup na maganda against double marksman. Sunsparks, they really like running the double marksman strategy kasi it sets up a lot yung pacing ng game mo, sobrang bilis. Kasi mind you, that's a double marksman. Kapag hindi nagpo-farm yung isa, may nag-objective. Kapag hindi nag-objective, nagpo-farm. Ang hirap pigilan ng ganong klaseng lineup eh. And mind you, Kimi is one of the fastest marksman out there. Kapag hindi mo siya pinigilan, definitely ang laki na ng problema mo. Tapos dalawa pa yung kailangan mo pigilan. So Geek Fam PH dito, they need to have one, a good early game, and number 2, an objective taking lineup.
Yeah. So, Geek Fam, yun yung nag-lack din sa kanila. I can't remember a specific hero that can give them the objectives. So, I guess that's what they should be changing. Ikaw, Leo, what do you think about the draft? If ever, what do you think Sunsparks will pick? Same ba as before?
I think Sunsparks don't have to fix what's not broken, diba? And I think Kilowash could play a little safer here. Kanina na agawan siya ng Cho. But again, he has a much deeper hero pool now than as we saw in the past few seasons. Looking at Geek Fam, just to talk about what they can do. Again, see, don't fix what's not broken. Highlighting the Kufra here. Balik tayo sa Geek Fam. I'm worried Medyo nagbago na yung lineup ng Geek Fam tsaka yung gameplay nila from the previous season to figure out kung really counter-puncher ba sila or they're better with their own pace and their own game style. So I think here in Game 2, do or die na to eh. Because if they lose this 2-0, I think it's gonna be so significant for them for the rest of the season. So this game right here, this is gonna be, sabihin nating milestone in Season 5 for them.
I think that's a very tall order though. Kasi this is Sunsparks anyways. But yeah, I get what you're feeling. Geek Fam PH, it's very easy to snowball downwards than it is to snowball upwards. And Geek Fam PH, they have to really rack up the points right now. After this, kung ma-2-0 sila ng Sunsparks, it's a very hard quicksand to get out of, I would say. Nakita natin nga lang, ang kanilang pinili dito, it's the Grok and the Cho. Really standard picks for Geek Fam PH. Let's see, Sunsparks. Nasagot is Uranus and Carry. I really like yung order of picks dito po Sunsparks because Carry should be the counter to Kufra and Uranus, and they get it themselves. Geek Fam PH, ano yung matitira sa nila para sagutin to?
Again, the Lilia. They can run the same strategy na ginagawa ng Sunsparks dito. They can pick up the Kimi plus Lilia themselves. Problema, kukulangin sila. So I think they need to go for a fast-paced lineup dito. Esmeralda is up there. Kaso ang problema mo dyan is yung scaling potential ni Uranus tsaka ni Carry against their lineup. Forza is one option. Have the have the amazing range sa early game mo. May pang-protecta ka ng may pang-protecta ka ng aggressive play mo, then back it up with something like something of the likes of Bruno and Granger.
And I like that because now we see that Geek Fam is not playing off the back foot. Sila pa rin, laro pa rin nila to. Hindi sila nag-worry dun sa counter or one for one. Oo, lalaroin namin to. And I think Farsa here, very strong pick. Pero going into the bans now here, Wolf, I think mas lalo dapat maging mabigat yung ban ng Geek Fam.
Okay. And what are you looking for? Are you looking for like a Kimi ban, like a Claude ban?
Something that Kiel VJ will play. Kailangan na lang bantayan si Kiel. Like, because as we saw, last game, di ba? Arguably, siya dapat yung MVP. Even for us analysts here and panelists. So, feeling ko dapat yung ban dito ng Geek Fam, bantayan yung mid.
Okay. So, usually, ang nakikita natin mula kay Kiel VJ is that he plays the Kimi. There is also an argument for Esmeralda. Might work versus Geek Fam PH na nakatakot din. But instead, he will ban out the Kaja. Maybe they will snatch the Kimi this time because that makes sense. Ang ganda naman din ng Kimi Farsa or Kimi Cho or
Max
Kimi
range.
Graf, Max Range. It could work. We'll see if that will be the case though.
For me, medyo sayang yung Kaja ban, to be honest, sa side ng Geek Fam PH. Yes, may threat, pero it's not the highest of priority for Sunsparks. I think even the Harley is open para sa Sunsparks dito. It's the catch that you want against Farsa and the damage output needed para i-sustain yung early game. Tapos may frontliner kasi si Uranus.
If it's catch you're looking for midnight, nakatakot din naman si Kaja. Kasi pwede mong i-1 for 1 yun.
Yeah, pero the thing about Harley kasi is hindi mo kailangan hilahin ng Divine Judgment. Siya mismo pag nakita ka niya, akin ka. Papatayin ka niya.
Pasabugin mo na lang and you can get out.
Oh! I like this one. Zask and X-Borg.
Pakita mo, ayun o, grabe naman si Kuya Manjin. Shoutout to Manjin and Rob Luna, of course. Mga tropa pips natin. But nevertheless, they will go for Zask and X-Borg.
Fam, you guys are so stubborn. Again, they pick up the Natalia and I think they want to prove something here.
We'll see. Geek Fam PH, yung, the members of the panel, if medyo off-cam kasi guys but I will describe to you in detail ang ginawa nila. Sabay po silang umawak sa kanilang mga, sabay sila nag-facepalm at tumalikod. Sabay, synchronized.
Ako lang nagsalita.
At ikaw lang nagsalita, Leo. Midnight. What should Natalia do differently? I guess we have to move on. We have to ask, what should Natalia do differently this time? Or is there a chance?
Wala. Well, the difference between the first game and second game, may chance na magamit yung information na nakita ni Natalia. This game, Sunsparks, what does Natalia do against a team na hindi naman nag-iwahiwalay?
They have Uranus, they have Kufra, they have X-Borg, they have this group-up type of composition. And
Zask can hide.
We'll see. Does this translate to you guys betting on Sunsparks once again because as for me, that's Sunsparks.
Yeah, I'm
2-0.
sorry. It's what the numbers show us. I mean, predictably 3-0. Sorry, yeah, 3. I mean, ikaw rin.
Yeah.
This is even more a dominant draft for Sunsparks.
We'll see, and I hope that they prove us wrong. Geek Fan PH, for the second time around, Natalia na naman ang kanilang papakita laban sa Sunsparks. Tingnan natin mula sa caster's desk kung ano ang maiba ngayon. Please, take it away.
So, Swarly, you know how if a Natalia is near you, you get the exclamation point right above your head?
Yeah.
Right now, the moment we saw that Natalia pick again, across the board, the Filipino streamcasters who were getting ready, the panelists, all of us had
And
question
us.
marks.
Yeah, all of that question marks because you know that saying, if it doesn't work,
don't do it.
Don't do it again, you know. The apple cart was rocked. So you're gonna go with the same cart or something? That's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, it's like they put their eggs in one basket.
And it wasn't a very, it's like, you're betting on the worst horse in the race, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you're doing right now.
Like, I gotta point out, in the first game, the Natalia pick, though questionable, made a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
But now
especially
with the lineup they're up against?
I'm just crossing my fingers right now that CKTD is not going to be playing the hero, but he is.
He is. So
CKTD
let's see what happens here. Game 2, it's Sunsparks versus Geek Fam PH. A dominant game won by Sunsparks. Well, not completely. Geek Fam controlled the game. Sunsparks able to turn it around. But now, let's see if Geek Fam can make this Natalia pick work once again. It seems like they're very insistent because they're putting it on the same person. And the flame shot now going to a CKTD.
And I'm not just worried about the the CKTD Natalia. I'm also worried about the Farsa. Farsa, a hero that is successful in the other MPL regions, in the MYSG, in Indonesia. But here, not so much, around 20-30% win rate. And with the lineup that Sunsparks have with them, they're just going to run at the Farsa each and every single time. And Farsa's just going to fly away.
Yeah.
He's going to turn tail and turn bird.
Turn bird. And if even they get caught in the feathered airstrike area and they go out of the area just to avoid the damage, and let's say the rest of Geek Fam dive in, let's say why not may CKTD go in, they still have to really worry about Zask's nightmare.
Yeah, and look at the lineup of Sunsparks. Who's going to be scared at the feathered airstrike? It's just JP. All of those boys are beefy boys. Bot lane, why not? Let's see if you're going to be beefy enough this early on. Yes, you're made of a rock, but you're going to run away against Greed and the boys.
And look at the zoning provided there by Zaz. They weren't able to get close enough.
Oh, the crab. Oh, Greed wanted to go for that steal, but the fire was just a bit too slow.
Just a little bit. Good thing Geek Fam were able to get that. They do need all the resources that they can get. Let's see, how are they going to make this Natalia effective? Natalia just went back to base and now going back into the area. Interesting pick here. May actually picked out the high and dry this time, and they put the Bounty Hunter on CKTD. Smart. I like that because May is frequently going one-on-one up against Uranus. But why not? Get caught off.
You're burning against. You're going to turn. Even if you're a rock, you know, there is that sedimentary. But hold that. I thought JP is going to be dove on.